Hello, hello, mic check. Hello, hello, mic check.
Match found.
Nothing stays hidden from me. Nothing.
नहीं स्मोक नहीं है प्लेयर 3 प्लेयर 4 प्लेयर 5 नीड वन स्मोक गाइस
You can take the girl out of Salvador, but you'll never take the girl out of Salvador.
this goes here. Yes, this should do.
अबे तेरे लिए ट्रैप लगाया रेस.
ये ट्रैप टूट जाएगा, वो नेड करेगा.
अच्छा ठीक है.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
केयर भी.
Outside we. Okay.
Smoke this.
Here.
अरे अंदर आ गया.
एक हुक्का.
All दे ओमेन.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
I find them. I kill them. Simple as that.
Seriously?
Reloading.
साइफर भाई क्या नाम, मैंने नेक्स्ट राउंड से ऐसी एक ट्रैप लगा देना ना.
लगा दो. मेरे पे स्मोक कर देना ओमेन.
Here.
भी आ रहे शायद. मेरे स्मोक.
Dead. There 145 है.
104 है सोवा.
Be planting still being. Jet shower था
Spike
145
planted.
CT.
Last player standing.
Camera taken out. Foolish.
Raise.
तो 5 है.
Don't forget who you are, Omen. A man, not a monster.
ये तेरा वैंडल है ना ओमेन.
I need this.
थैंक्स.
साइफर भाई ये ट्रिप डाल दे.
डालो.
एक को तो इधर जाओ तुम.
That goes there. Yes, this should do. Where are you? This goes here. That goes there.
स्मोक ए शॉट.
एक शॉट. अरे मैं स्मोक अप.
चिल मारो गाइस आफ्टर प्लांट भी खेल सकते हैं. नाइस वन.
Brim shot.
One enemy remaining.
Lamps हो सकता है.
Cage triggered.
भाई क्या उसमें?
Thirty seconds left.
Exit करते हैं.
Enemy spotted A. Okay, done.
Shadows.
Reload.
Keep yourself together.
ओमन जब मैं ये शॉट स्मोक मांगू ना तो डिफॉल्ट स्मोक दे. ठीक है, 1v मत डालिए.
ओमेन तो ये चला गया.
this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do.
तो हेडशॉट अर्ली रिकॉन देगा क्या?
This goes here.
फिर से आएंगे चल के।
टावर देख लो।
You can nade भाई पे nade। You can nade भाई।
One more. One more.
Revealing area.
एक long है। आजा इस moment
Enemy
में।
spotted B.
Love you.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
बोला।
Bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Gun here. Watch them run when lit.
कोरोना में किसकी?
That's
तेरे बैंड।
नहीं नहीं मेरे। ओमेन ओमेन।
क्या? Next round बैंड। Drop में request कर ले।
That goes there. Ah, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
मेरा रैंक अप करो।
Shadows traveling.
लेकिन ये ट्रैप को डॉज करके ना।
Ultimate is ready.
Spike
so
down
what's
B.
Everyone hiding.
बोला ना भाई।
One enemy remaining.
Delete. Cage triggered.
Cover going out.
All it भाई।
अरे 100
मस्ती ना है।
Here.
Shadows traveling.
कोने में होगा। Recon। गन हो सकती है उस पे।
30 seconds left.
100 टैग है।
Shadows traveling. Look for my shadows. They will hide.
तो वो वाला चालू हो गया क्या ही करूँ। वालों का एल्गोरिथम ये है। It will not let you rank up. PC specs recommend करना मैं नया PC लेना। बजट क्या है?
That goes there. Yes, this should do. Ah, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
क्या मिलेगा?
हेडशॉट
भाई अगर तेरा बजट 2 लाख है तो तू रिकमेंडेशन किस बात का मांग रहा है? जो बेस्ट है सब ले ले। तेरे 2 लाख में सब आ जाएगा। फिर भी बता सकता तुझे। बस तुझे फर्क इतना देखना है कि
Not planting.
हाँ तुझे
एक और
mostly सब मिल जाएगा।
एक और ये वाला है।
अच्छा, अच्छा।
सोवा यूहल है।
प्रोसेसर में क्या चलेगा? राइजन लेने वाला है क्या सोच रहा है?
टीपी कर रहा है
राइजन क्या?
इसको टीवी मत करने दे। My
कर दिया
bad. Fuck.
अभी नहीं किया उसने शायद।
कौन
कर दिया
Spike planted.
राइजन 7 ले ले। राइजन 7 भी आ जाएगा।
दोनों के पास पोस्ट प्लांट अल्ट है।
Cover going out.
ग्राफिक्स कार्ड में ले लेना। अभी ये चल रहा है।
Cutting their vision.
कौन सा लेगा तो ग्राफिक बस।
Last player standing.
अरे क्या पोजीशन खेला है?
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers. Need a
यूहल अल्ट है, यूहल मत खेल।
Yes, this should do. This goes here. Ah, this is a nice. Yes, this should do.
अगर पीछे आता
This goes here.
be ready. ये शॉट वन। ये नहीं हो।
अरे शार्प है गाइस।
Nowhere to run.
देख। You all okay.
One enemy
You all
remaining.
brim last.
यार इमॉर्टल में खेल नहीं रहा मैं था शुरू
Cage
करूंगा
trigger.
खेलना
Cage trigger.
टाइम नहीं मिल रहा था एपेक्स भी खेल रहा था मैं
Omen
हाँ,
window
sorry,
पे
हाँ।
Omen.
हाँ गलत कॉल ले
That goes there. Oh, this is a nice. This goes here. Yes, this should do.
वापस ले आएंगे ना कुछ
That goes there.
Get out of my way!
क्या खेलो तेरे वाले से अकाउंट से
बी आउटसाइड बी
मुझे मेरे अकाउंट से खेलने का टाइम नहीं
My camera is destroyed. Cage triggered. Cage triggered.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Here.
पीछे लॉन्ग Omen once more.
I need this.
Kink को देना ना साइफर तो दे
Thank you.
गलत अच्छे ट्रैप नहीं लगे मैंने अच्छे थे
सोवा पे रिकॉन तोड़ोगे क्या
ये ड्रोन
recon
पे
तोड़ो ना।
नहीं ड्रोन तोड़ो ना कोई एक
Oh, this is a nice spot.
भाई सब ऐसा एंगल नहीं खेल सकते ना मैं खेल लूं
ठीक है
Yes, this should do.
नहीं होगा
ऐसा रखते हैं
This
You
goes
all
here.
out सकता है, you all out Okay.
अगर शॉट स्मोक कर
Shadows traveling.
साइपर
Don't tell me.
Fire in the hole!
You all in.
अरे मुझे मेरा ही नहीं मिल रहा रे टाइम खेलने के लिए अकाउंट तो
Nice.
देखते हैं अगर मुझे
One
extra time
enemy
मिला तो
remaining.
खेलता
Spike down A.
शावर आ सकता Omen शावर से कर
If you've never seen a massacre, this is what it looks like.
ये भी कर रहे हैं
ए भाई तुमको जरूरत नहीं पड़ रहा नहीं तो मैं एक ट्रैप लगा देता हूँ तुम खेलो तीन लोग तीनों ही खेलो
Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there. Yes, this should do. This goes here.
शावर देखना पड़ेगा
हुक्का है तो कॉल साइफर
Right here. Enemy spotted B.
देखिए नहीं देखिए
स्पाइक है बॉय
Spike down A.
स्पाइक है
Why destroyed?
Omen भाग जा
Tool.
रेज अकेला स्पाइक पे
मैं आ गया
अरे पीछे आ गया बंचो जंप स्केयर हो गया
The ultimate is ready.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
दिलिंदर उधर क्या कर रहा है
साइफर में वो चैंपियंस वैंडल उठाना ना मैं आपको ये दे दूंगा वो चैंपियंस वैंडल उठाओ ना
Wiped clean.
मेरे बॉडी पे
ले
थैंक यू भाई
They think they know pain. They can't begin to comprehend it.
भाई मैं इस बार क्लोज जा रहा हूँ कोई ड्रोन पे
प्यारो
हाँ, मैं तोड़ता हूँ।
अच्छा इसे काम चला रहा
Oh, this is a nice spot.
कैफे में जी प्रो भाई कौन से कैफे में खेलता है भाई
That goes there.
लेफ्ट से ना आ जाए उसको
This goes here.
Snuff them out.
Yes,
अल्ट हो
this
सकता है
should
देख
do.
के सोवा
That goes there.
Prepare for hellfire! Cover going out.
लोकल नाम क्या है
Cover going out.
दो
अबे
थे
यार
उधर रहना और बड़ा
गलती से क्या हो गया
क्लोज
बनी हुआ तीन होते
One enemy remaining. Last player
78
standing.
हील नहीं
Spike
लिया
down A.
हील नहीं लिया 78 टैग है
दिखा तुझे उसका
रिवेंट
वापस आ सकते हैं
Spike planted.
हाँ
गेमर स्किल्ड क्या नाम है
Thrifty.
एंटी मैं बैठ
इंस्टा का कमांड है
Last round in the half.
नहीं यार डालना है
Before we lose
सो भाई मैंने आपको कॉल दिया था अल्ट हो सकता है आप फिर वहीं के लिए
कोई ना ब्रिम भी हट कर ही नहीं रहा था
This is a nice spot.
इनको भी कर दिया उसने
This goes here. Yes, this should do. That goes there.
B's on
Trick shots.
One enemy remaining.
what the fuck
Flawless.
what round है
Switching sides.
Level heads until we're home, yes? Good.
हाँ नाइट मोड डालना है मैंने कुछ कमांड्स पे जैसे
Reloading.
कि सेंस और पेरिफेरल्स
भी
पे
चलते क्या
शायद
पहला राउंड
डाल दो बाकी
क्या करते हैं
उमन पे आपका स्लैश है क्या
देख के
हाँ ले रहा
सुन ना ये हुक्का यहाँ से ऐसा फ्लैश कर दो ना और उसके बाद दो डिफॉल्ट
होगा ना ठीक ठीक
हाँ
वो ला रहा मैं बाइक पे
मैं उस सुबह लॉन्ग रहा है बाकी तीनों का है
कॉल दियो
हाँ हाँ कर दे
ओए क्लोज रे
घुस गया
तीन चार है यहाँ पर तीन है आपका मिनिमम तीन है
वो करो
My eyes are better than yours.
Shadows traveling.
एक टीपी आया
Last player standing.
एंटी मैं बैठ
चलो कॉन्टैक्ट ही खेलते हैं
पेरो और वॉट
Weak points. If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
जेट आउटलो करेगा
reloading.
The spike is still in base. Right here. Wow, this is a nice spot.
राउंड निकलता है होल्ड करो रिकॉल मत हो ना
ठीक है आ जा
क्लोज लेफ्ट देख
मेरे पे काम है रुक जा
चिल करो मेरे पे गन है फिक्स करके
Wow, my eyes are down.
नहीं मरा तो कोई और फिक्स नहीं रुक जा
अबे यार क्या
कितना
smoke
तारे
है दिख ही नहीं रहे
Reloading. Scanning ahead.
Results.
Cover going out.
One enemy remaining.
143 ये आई
सीटी
Spike planted.
सामने करे ना वॉलर है क्या बात कर रहा है सच्ची में
उसकी बोट बचा उसकी बोट
पिस्टल ही नहीं है मेरे
नाइस शॉट
को। मैं 2 स्पैम कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को पिस्टल ही नहीं।
दोनों अबे भाई इन्हें
If
सुन
you're not a good shot today, don't worry. There are other ways to be useful.
ओमन भाई यहाँ से खड़े होके वो तो गए क्या फ्लैश?
रश नहीं करते रे वो लोग, पिक दे रहे।
अच्छा ठीक है, रश नहीं।
फिर वो कहाँ कब स्टैक कर रहे समझ रहा नहीं, थोड़ा 2-3 राउंड होने के बाद देखते। एक तो अभी
This goes here.
ये डिफॉल्ट ट्रिप्स बेस्ट होती है, मैं तो यही करता हूँ। 2 ट्रिप लगा के आराम से खेल लेता हूँ ये शाम।
Grenade! Enemy spotted A. Get him.
Scanning ahead.
एक पूरा साइड दिख रहा है मुझे, बैक साइड कोई नहीं, शावर्स होगा यहाँ पे। 2 बंदे, 2 यहाँ पर है।
ठीक है ईगो पिक मत कर।
Gun here. I have shot dart.
Star removed. Cage triggered.
बीटी मिला एक पिक मुझको।
Cage triggered.
कान
Plant
कर
the
देता हूँ।
spike.
One enemy remaining.
लास्ट बैक साइड।
61 back.
नाइस
Time for a break.
Reloading.
Wait until I
Get a drop?
blind them to strike.
ठीक है वो लोग फास्ट रोटेट नहीं कर रहे, 2 लोग रुके थे। मतलब अपन कमेंट कर सकते हैं।
चलो चलो।
बी पे सोवर रहना था लास्ट टाइम।
बी चलते ना, सोवर ये ना तो कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे।
हाँ वही, वैसे तो सेंटिनल है नहीं।
भाई लॉन्ग से ही जा।
कांटेक्ट नहीं था ना,
I will
जब तक कांटेक्ट नहीं होता तब तक साउंड मत दो। रुक रिकॉन मत कर।
अकाउंटेंट मत भेजना वैसे। बेच नहीं सकता है बट डिनर भाई हो गया यार, डिनर पे जल्दी कर।
एक स्मोक दे।
चल अरे
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down B.
कोई नहीं आया।
अच्छा साइफर ए शॉट चला गया ना।
Last player standing.
Enemy down. My ultimate is ready.
Thirty seconds left.
Where is everyone hiding?
आओ सब साथ में करते।
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough.
ये पहले डालना चाहिए था ना तेरे को, क्लच एंड 500 पे मार देता फिर दोनों को। पहले से ही लिख देने का।
ड्रॉप
टीम के बंदे मेरे घर से।
Reloading. Reloading.
Yes, this should do.
बड़े 3 है।
3 है यहाँ पे, 3। नहीं रे वहाँ कोई नहीं है, वहाँ कोई नहीं।
Reloading.
एक बैक साइड है,
Tripwire destroyed.
एक फ्लैंक आया।
लाइक आया।
Cage triggered.
दो शावर।
एक काम कर, शावर था।
2 और शावर थे रेजर में।
30
No
seconds
chance.
left.
My ult is ready. Revealing area.
Five time.
Erased. No cage
टाइम नहीं
trigger.
अपना टैप
Last player standing.
I have
Spike
retrieved the
down A.
spike.
अपन भी सेम गलती कर रहे हैं, ए करते जा रहे हैं।
I can't see them yet.
अरे वो लोग ना ऐसे स्टैक करे रैंडमली, तुम स्प्लिट करके इन्फो तो लो पहले, डायरेक्ट पुश क्यों कर रहे हो? ड्रोन मांगो, रिकॉन मांगो, फिर जाओ ना।
That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot.
तेरी बहन के ऊपर है।
कुछ कर रहे हो।
स्टैक पे हो।
Grenade! Loosen up.
और ले ले।
Bomb buddy out.
Last
Spike
player
carrier down.
standing. Spike down A.
पीछे से आ रहे हैं।
वो पुश करके खेल रहे हैं एक जगह पे। इजी फॉर अस टू गेट पिक्स भाई।
वापस से खेलते हैं और बुझते नहीं, अंदर लोकेशन पे मत दो उनको आने दो। होल्ड करो।
नाइस क्लियरिंग रे, अच्छा प्लेसमेंट था भाई।
सारे जा रहे तो
That goes there.
और ट्राई करते हैं राउंड। मैं तुम्हारा बैकस्टैप देख लूंगा, थोड़ा क्लियर करो। अगर स्पेस नहीं मिल रहा है तो फिर फास्ट पुश करेंगे एक जगह जाके।
Take flight.
Ultimate is ready.
Cover going out.
यार यार टाइमिंग है।
रुक जा हट करूंगा पीछे।
Shock dart.
Cage trigger.
पीछे आ जाओ। भी चलो गाइस, भी चलो। सिंपल भी जाएंगे।
ट्रेड हो गया पीछे। या
होल्ड करना था मुझे भाई, बट ऊपर पक्का उसका बॉडी नीचे गिरा होगा, होल्ड नहीं कर पा।
Spike down A.
I have the spike.
Last player standing.
ये स्टैक कर रहे हैं।
बी पुश हो रहा है, स्टैक कर रहे हैं।
Scanning ahead.
एक काम करो, ये और ये होल्ड करके खेलो। साइपर को बिलोंग छोड़ दो। एक ए शॉट,
They don't have a single life worth saving.
2 शॉट और एक शावर आ जाओ।
स्पाइक रखो मैंने।
या तो चाहिए तो साइफर तो इसमें कैम डाल के पीछे आ सकते हैं एक देखने को।
हाँ जब मैं ट्रैप नहीं लगा रहा साइड पे लगाओ। लो खेलो।
तोड़ी मत।
दोनों यार गाइस, एक क्लियर दोनों यार।
Where is everyone hiding?
एक शावर आ गया।
Cage trigger.
अबे स्मोक में मार दिया भाई।
नहीं ऐसे नहीं गिरना।
अरे मैं वो ले रहा था गन भाई।
One enemy remaining.
मैंने स्मोक करके डाला गन लेने के लिए, उसने मार दिया स्मोक में।
और पहला गन ले सकते।
शावर।
स्मोक आ गया तेरे पास ब्रो? तेरे पे स्मोक है?
Shadows traveling.
नहीं ना सकते। गन
Reloading.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Last player standing.
क्या बहुत रिस्की खेल रहे हो यार तो अरे देख
टाइम नहीं है ना।
पर ऐसे मत
भाई ऐसे क्यों खेल रहे हो बट मेरे को नहीं समझ आया थ्रो
प्लांट खेलो ना आराम से तुम्हारा प्लांट
थ्रो
है
प्लांट भी नहीं खेल रहा कोई
पीक ही नहीं देना फाइट ही नहीं देना कुछ भी नहीं सिंपल करो ना
Why is it lately? I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly.
गाइस चार्ज कंट्रोल लेके पीछे आओ ना
सांस कंट्रोल अभी
अरे सॉरी कौन ड्रोन सब यूटिलाइज करो पूरा वो शॉट पे नहीं आएंगे आगे एक बंदा को खड़े रखो बस यहाँ पे एक यहाँ पे और बाकी 2 लोग शॉट कंट्रोल लो चार्ज कंट्रोल लो रेना पुश मत कर मेरा कैम है भाई
ओके ओके जा रहा
ए शॉट बूमबॉट ए शॉट पुश
है
Right here. Revealing area. Deploying drone.
किल करो मेरे पास भी
बी पे 2 स्मोक यूज हो गए 2 स्मोक यूज हो गए 2 स्मोक यूज हो गए कमिट मत करना
एक
भाई
शॉट यूज हो चुका है।
कमिट मत करना तीनों स्मोक्स खत्म है
Nowhere to run.
क्लोज लेफ्ट क्लोज
और डिंग के 1 HP है
टाइमिंग भाई
Down.
Spike down B.
चल रहा है भाई
Scanning ahead.
30 seconds left.
और एक
Last player standing.
नहीं यार मेरे को ये फाइट जीतना था 55 मारा उसको।
सुना तूने
क्या यू
भाई ये मेरे को नहीं लग रहा है एंट्री हो पा रहा है 5 5
My quiver is never full.
भाई मैं आधा घंटा टीपी होल्ड कर रहा कोई आ रहा ही नहीं
अरे भाई मैं तेरे सामने खड़ा था ब्रो मैंने आके यहाँ पे डिंग किया रेना को तो फिर भी नहीं निकले
अरे नहीं वो ब्रिम आने वाला था मुझे पता था फिर वो एकदम टाइम पे
अच्छा पीछे वाले का वेट कर रहा था
हाँ वही तो
निकालो इको निकालो निकलता है कैम दूंगा पिक कर
Camera 10.
Fire in the hole.
गन ले ले जेट पैक से
Cage triggered.
दो भी पे
Cage triggered.
Reloading.
ओके
ए लेफ्ट साइड होल्ड कर लेफ्ट साइड यहाँ पर
Here.
साचे लेके
Reloading. Satchel out. Satchel out.
यार एक लॉन्ग
Last player standing.
113 मारा।
Spike down B.
जेट लो
आ जाओ 5 मैन पुश बी दोनों राउंड बचे हुए खत्म करो
I survived obliteration. I will survive.
दो हुक्का हो और तीन
Reloading.
वुमेन लोग
Reloading.
वुमेन विलन
Reloading.
मन भाई स्पाइकर को जल्दी आ जाओ इधर यार
I have retrieved the spike.
रुक जा रे रुक
ऊपर है
140 मारा उसको 140।
Last player standing. Spike down B.
140 मारा उसको, 1 HP है वो.
Gone.
निकलो.
तो ऑपर रहेगा लॉन्ग देख के.
One enemy remaining.
Nice one, 1v1.
Scanning ahead.
ये प्लेयर है ऐसे.
I have the spike.
बे साउंड नहीं देना.
30 seconds left.
Spike planted.
For hellfire!
सुन लिया ब्रो इसको. गलत एंगल तो नहीं. बे भाई क्या कर रहा है? साउंड देके क्यों गया ब्रो तू उधर यार? सुनाई देता है.
ठीक है nice.
Match point.
What do you say, bros? Ready to stretch your wings?
क्या कर रहा है तुमको भाई? बोलो ड्यूलिस्ट एंट्री नहीं हो रहा अपना. अटैक साइड में कुछ नहीं हुआ अपने से. हेलो
आ जाओ शॉट चलो और क्या.
चलो शॉट.
That goes there. Wow, this is a nice spot.
ओमन में दोनों स्मोक दे दो और लैंप फ्लैश कर दो.
Take flight.
Cover going out.
Enemy tag.
ऑपर.
Shadows.
Get out of my way!
Bro, dude.
Revealing area. Found them.
Cage trigger.
Enemy spotted A.
Cage trigger. I have retrieved the
Spike
spike.
down A.
Reloading.
अरे मुझे मारा तुम्हारे सामने.
Last player standing.
क्या गंदे प्लेयर थे भाई.
Defenders win.
बराबर बराबर.
टीम मिला ब्रो. ये देख भाई ये सब.
Match found.
Yes, I'm pumped!
Oh my god! Oh my god, Kink! Oh my god!
अरे
Take Skyhawk stuff.
ब्रो तू पहले से इतना डिमोटिवेट कैसे है यार?
Guys, this race is a toxic guy, okay?
Bro, I have experience on this map, bro.
मैं भी तो बता रहा हूँ मैं 83% win ratio है भाई
I think you haven't seen 4 seconds on
भाई क्या तू बोल रहा है? क्या एक्सपीरियंस है?
लगता है कल
कितना
तूने 4
एक्सपीरियंस है
सेकंड
बता
नहीं
मुझे. इतना
के
एक्सपीरियंस लम्बा हो
कितना
नील आ
ये
जा
लॉक
रहा है
करना है,
रैंडम
लॉक
गेम
कर,
गेम
चल खेलते हैं, लॉक कर ब्रो, लॉक
गेको
कर, लॉक
गेको या
कर,
स्काई लॉक कर ले। ये
लॉक
ये एजेंट लेगा तो हगेगा पक्का।
कर, लॉक कर, लॉक कर, लेट्स
क्या पता। अरे वो बोल रहा था कि योरू अच्छा नहीं है स्प्लिट पे, ये स्काई बोल रहा था। ब्रो हाउ कैन आई इम्प्रूव माय रूटीन से, रेंज रूटीन, डेथ मैच रूटीन, टीम डेथ मैच रूटीन से। क्या बोल रहे हैं भाई। अगर तूने हार्ड पे, हार्ड सेटिंग्स पे 20 मार लिया ना, तेरा एम अच्छा ही है। 20 प्लस 20 डिसेंट से तो ऊपर ही है तेरा। ये कीबोर्ड चेंज हुआ है, कीबोर्ड भाई, कीबोर्ड वो है अभी, बदलना है नाइटबॉट को। ट्राई करता हूँ। माउस भी चेंज हुआ
Hey,
है।
flower guy. I found some leaves. Do you want them?
अरे मैं
I've got
मिड
enough,
पर
thanks.
20 कर
But
लेता
call
है,
me Flower Girl again?
हो जाएगा रे। मिड पे 30 और 30 हिट करने का ट्राई कर, डीगल वैंडल इन दोनों स्पेक्स अपडेट करना है। हाँ यार, माउस भी चेंज हो गया, कीबोर्ड भी चेंज हो गया।
अरे जी बटन काम नहीं कर रहा।
What?
okay bro.
What if he comes back round 2?
Shadows traveling.
Plant the spot!
What the? Wait, let's go.
Here!
Raptor, raptor.
Cutting through.
Satchel out.
Fake teleport.
Reloading.
यहाँ कहाँ से गया बहन?
Reload.
मत पुश कर कमेंट।
Spike planted.
आगे आगे ओमिन आ गया ब्रो। वन है, वन है,
सिटी 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 क्लोज।
One enemy remaining.
50 साइफर सिटी।
Hawk out.
लेट्स गो
Fucking go guys,
स्काई
let's
क्या कर रहा
fucking
था इनका, मुझे तो ये जानना है।
ब्रो, आई हैव अ 16% पैकेट।
Easy but
Time
go।
waste।
स्काई एफके चला गया।
बालाजी
traded AFKs.
अबे
Wow.
I got
यार,
these, okay?
ये नहीं होना था।
ओमन एफके था, स्काई चला गया।
I'm so proud.
स्विच अकाउंट्स। अरे यार, मुझे मेरे अकाउंट पे खेलने दे यार, मुश्किल से टाइम मिलता है। एक गेम फिर एपेक्स। कैसे जाता है गेम मुंबई सर्वर पे? ऑगस्ट 5 को कैसे जानते हो? पता नहीं यार, ऐसा तो जानता हूँ, याद नहीं क्या था ऐड करने वाला शुरू। आज की गेम से
Match found.
check it.
Let's go.
इंस्टा वापर डुअल से पहले डुअल वापस और एक बांधे डुअल कैसे है वो मेरे ही कॉलेज में शायद भाई क्या करता है वो कॉलेज में अभी तक कौन सा स्ट्रीम? ऐसा फीलिंग आ रहा है मुझे कि हम हारने वाले हैं ये मैच।
All right, get on site, plant spike,
Master
protect
चल रहे
spike,
हैं
go
पीछे।
home, easy
Cool
peasy.
की लाइव होती
भी जाना है
हाँ
Time to jump.
इतना हिल रहा है भाई यहाँ वहाँ। -30 वाइपर वॉल के पीछे गुड शॉट।
बॉल गिरी
Planted.
दो सिटी
दो सिटी वाइपर हाफ वॉल
वाइपर 1 HP.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
25 माइनस लो है
नाइस शॉट।
हॉट है
और नहीं भाई.
सुबह को यकीन ही नहीं हुआ भाई, एक सेकंड के लिए सोच रहा
Scanning
था
ahead.
खेल है।
Listen for the wind. It will tell you where their jet is.
फिर से आ जाओ भाई।
और भाई इस देखे
Time to jump. Revealing area.
भाई फिर से इतना हिल रहा है। रेस तो है।
मैं मैच का देखने आता हूँ देखने लगा
आज मैं शॉटकट लेके फिर सिटी स्पॉट यार
Fake
मैं
teleport.
खेलूंगा।
so
किया ना मैंने एक्सेप्ट टोनी का।
Deploying drone.
कुछ बोलता हूँ
बॉल गिरी
Right here.
25 अबे इंडिया।
One enemy remaining.
मेरा बुलडॉग पड़ा हुआ है गाइस।
किधर मारा है?
ये जा सकते हैं।
फिर से आओ ना बी गाइस, फिर से भी आओ, कुछ रोकने के लिए है ही नहीं आज में।
स्टैक होता
वॉल अप कर दे अच्छे थोड़ा सा, रिकॉन अगर जल्दी दे पाए तो दे दे, मैं 1 सेकंड होल्ड कर लूँ।
वॉल अप अपडेट करूँ।
नहीं वॉल अप कर दे इंस्टेंट, ऐसे तू करेगा।
एक बॉम्ब ले लोगे ना तो मैं लर्क कर लूंगा बाद में प्लान, क्योंकि ना बैकस्टैब नहीं है।
Here. I have the spike.
नहीं जा रहा अबॉर्ट
Going drone.
मैं वॉल गिरा रहा हूँ भाई, वॉल गिरा रहा हूँ। मिड पे रहना ना, फ्लैश दे।
Right here.
यार मैंने हक दिया, ये क्राउड क्यों नहीं किया यार।
Your fault. Last player standing.
My bad यार, क्राउड कर देता हूँ यार।
थोड़ा ना साथ में ही खेलो, अपने नंबर गेम खेलना पड़ेगा, स्प्लिट होके नहीं खेल सकते क्योंकि फ्लैंक भी जल्दी आ जाएगा, सबको मार देंगे। साथ में खेलो।
मैं तो बोल रहा साइड ए साइड घुसो ना, ए साइड इजी है निकालने को।
जो साइड वाइपर है ना वो साइड मत जाओ, चेंबर को टारगेट करो, उसके एक ट्रैप से कुछ नहीं होगा।
ए पे घुस जा, मैं बोल रहा हूँ हर राउंड बॉम्ब ले लो एक बंदा।
ड्रॉप आएगा क्या?
तो भाई तुम बॉम्ब ले लो ना, मैं लर्क कर लूंगा प्लांट के बाद।
Time to jump. Revealing area.
चलो योरू करने दो, क्या तू बॉम्ब लेके आ रहे थे?
ऑल अप पर
I got the spike.
Time to jump.
होल्ड करोगे तो मैं मिड पकड़ाऊं।
Spike planted.
Here.
One down.
और
Reloading.
One enemy remaining. My ult's ready.
Gun here.
ये दिखा
Revealing area. Reloading.
You see? They're flawed.
यही करो बोल रहा हूँ ना, ए पे इजी है। वाइपर कोई भी रहेगा, तुम लोग कंट्रोल ले सकते हो, वॉल के थ्रू योरू का फ्लैश
Come on.
दे सकते हो।
The spike.
Reloading.
It's better if one of the dealers plants.
क्या करना है? मिड टू ए?
मैं मिड टू ए की कर रही हूँ।
ए जाना था।
Cutting through.
So yours.
They teleport. Cutting through.
एक और है।
Darting.
ए यार
Planted.
My bad. Hold.
Toxins going up.
फ्लैश क्या?
ये गलत फ्लैश।
इन्फो निकाल पाएगा क्या?
Toxin screen down.
पेड़।
One enemy remaining.
योरू वो तेरे पीछे अगर उठा ना, मैं तेरे को देता हूँ उसके।
You died last. Good job.
Need a drop.
इधर आ।
I think the wipe should stop playing here now.
I can hold.
If you spot Viper at A, just rotate B and go B fast.
Ult's almost ready.
आवाज आ रही है?
Reloading.
Okay.
Keep them cornered.
Get close.
Scanning ahead. My ult's ready. Time to jump.
अरे यार मैं कौन हो गया?
I'll handle this.
Enemy spotted.
One year office.
नहीं।
Two.
Nice. Okay, करे।
Our spike's down. Spike down A.
वॉल अप कर दिए चूत।
Last player
अरे यार ये
standing.
वॉल क्यों नहीं अप कर रहा वाइपर उनका? माय गॉड यार, मेरा ना रिकॉन हो गया, मैं थोड़ा फास्ट चले गया।
That's when the weak.
ये पे आराम से लो ना, मरो मत पहले। तो ये है क्या? कौन सी बंडल थी वो? खपेंगी उतने याद हो गया
यार, पता नहीं क्या हो गया।
Time to jump.
एक होगा ऑल।
Get out of my way!
इसका चल रहा है।
Block in sight!
एक मिनट जेट रुक जा।
Spike down A.
They're heavy, heavy.
बॉम्ब तेरे पे ना, रुक जा, बॉम्ब लेके मर मत।
Poison orb emitting.
Should be in spawn.
चल आ जा ये
Poison orb. Toxins going up. 30 seconds left.
मिड
Toxin screen down.
किधर है?
अरे तेरे पे ही है।
भाई तूने मेरे को डरा दिया, मेरे को लगा
अरे
तू
मैं
फाइट
उसको
ले
वेट कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर आया था।
कोई नहीं,
बुला रहा हूँ।
बच गया मैं।
Circle better watch their backs.
Reloading.
drop. Thanks.
ठीक हो गया भाई पिंग।
Can we hold this?
Reloading.
They're going for like pushes here.
ये एक बॉम्ब ले लो ना, मेरे पे लड़ करूँगा। So can you take the bomb please?
I'm coming halls guys. Come in man.
Single pick off.
तेरे रिकॉन पे डोर खोल के मारूंगा।
Stay safe.
I'll shot it and then I'll go.
You want to play? Let's play.
चल पुश मिड गाइस।
वाला पेन वाला।
One all topping chamber.
Spike plant.
One more there.
Don't get in my way. Last player standing.
ये फ्लैंक आ रहा है।
मार्क यार, मार्क वापस कर दो।
अरे सोवा भाई कोई नहीं था उधर, पिरामिड कोई नहीं गया था।
Oh, I heard
Oh,
someone
no.
here.
मेरे को है
Yeah, I heard someone here. That he pushed up.
तुम थोड़ा होल्ड कर देना, मैं निकाल दूँ।
यूरो वाइल्ड कर दे कहीं पर भी। मैं आता हूँ तेरे साथ।
I'll try. I'll think of roam maybe.
कोई अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी?
Yeah.
वॉल दे दिया, मैं पीछे डर को जा रहा हूँ।
Cutting through.
What's this?
I'll handle this. Deploying drone.
One close. एक यहाँ पर है। हुआ ये।
मेरा वॉल गिरा। I guess you guys can come behind or wait for me.
कहाँ गया?
Guys, you guys can come behind or wait?
पीछे आ गया।
वॉल यार, मैं बहुत लंबा लड़का था। Just late.
रेना भाई तू बॉल भी नहीं कर रहा।
One.
Last player standing.
ये देखेंगे। सुन ले उसने।
Get out of my way.
प्लान नहीं आपका।
यार
रेना भाई यू आर वाचिंग हॉल
अरे हॉल छोड़ो, बी पे आ जाते ना, बी पूरा छोड़ देते थे वो लोग। तो लोग ए पे कमिट क्यों कर देते हो? एक दो बंदा फेक करके वापस आ जाओ। लिटरली ये पूरा बी साइड छोड़ के बैठे वो लोग। योरू को छोड़ देते, आ जाते वापस।
Never show weakness. Ever.
लो ब्रो, मैंने कॉल दिया बी पे आने का, तुम ए साइड के अंदर बैठ के वाइपर लेके तुम्हें अलर्ट कर सकते।
अरे योरू ने ऐड कर दिया, वी हैड पूरा साइट यार। सिर्फ ये लोग यहाँ खड़े थे सब लोग।
हाँ बट फिर तो ये मर भी तो गए सब।
You keep going there though.
हेलो
बी पे एक्सेप्टेबल होगा। ए पे आवाज है ना, यूरू को ए पे आवाज देने तो सिर्फ बदली जाएंगे. Don't give sound at B.
I have the spike.
So why are you there? Okay, let's also recon or do something.
बड़ा यहाँ पे.
So why are you there, bro? I can't understand.
No.
But let Yuru only do na. We need one new shot. You can take a gun.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Nice.
Don't stop fighting. You must keep going, even if you're the only.
जाओ. Come. ये.
Right here.
Let's take what they have.
और प्लग बहुत obvious है यहाँ कैसे.
ये दो बाल लड़कियाँ दोनों जी.
Shock dart.
चलो.
Welcome to my world.
Nowhere to run.
Reloading.
शॉक डाल रहा है.
I have the spike. Take flight.
वाला पक कर रहा है ले.
ये आ रहा हूँ.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Last way. Nice.
Oh, my back hurts. Everyone's so
भाई
heavy.
वो थोड़ा ही मर जाता पागल से भागते वक्त.
Last round before the switch.
We lose everything after this. Spend it.
मैं हॉल वाले को मारता हूँ. होल्ड करो ना. थोड़ा सा होल्ड करो सिर्फ.
Shut dot mid.
ड्रॉप भी ना आ गए.
मेरा फेक है.
नाइस.
Let's fly.
Guys, should I fake it or not?
Yeah, you can just recon.
Revealing area. I have the spike.
Pushing it to there.
Get out of my way.
Reina so
Stay down.
Hold up.
Hold on.
Reina was there.
Let's push the Reina. Come. Let's push the Reina.
Okay. Could be close, right? Yeah.
You check it.
Should I fake B?
Yeah.
अच्छा रुको.
Check it, bro. Did you check?
Yeah. Clear.
Okay, you have recon?
Here.
Yeah.
Scanning ahead.
Blocking sight.
Come.
The hunt begins. 30 seconds
I
left.
think backside.
Back clear.
Recon.
Someone is close, I guess. That's why they ulted.
Here.
I'm watching cross. Just watch this.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm watching this.
You're watching that?
One mid.
I'm watching backside.
Wiper mid.
Actually, backside.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, it's spawn. He's here.
Right here.
Peeking off here.
Well, you tried.
लगा.
Don't get in my way. Switching sides.
First round निकाल लो, बाकी तो निकाल लेंगे.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts still.
So bro, play with me, okay? Try to play, stick with me the whole game. Come mid. So recon for me.
ये स्किन है
Here.
क्लासिक क्लासिक ये रहे दोस्त तो
Do
भाई
you want recon? I can recon there, or you just want Metricon?
No, I just recon this.
वो
Here.
तो पूरा मैच लर्न करने वाले गाइस
मैं एल्बो पुश कर रहा हूँ
जा जा
Wait, push कर रहा है
राउंड
recon.
निकाल लो बस निकाल लो
Recon for me. If no one is there, help Reina.
Okay.
जैसे वॉल है ये होगा तो रीटेक डाल दूंगा वॉल
Revealing area.
बी
Nice.
Nice, bन रहे हैं.
वही नहीं क्या
Watch elbow.
इन हुए नहीं है
एक एल्बो था बिल्कुल लग रहा
So it's somewhere mid, bro. Did a bounce shot there?
Who?
और राइट है
One enemy remaining.
और
Spike down B.
इधर ही भाई. मेरा डिगल है भाई.
Done here.
क्या
I
मारा
don't care if there are 5 of them or 50 of them. Let's go.
देख पा रहा हूँ. Same recon, so
Yep.
Right here. Revealing area.
हेल्प रहना है ये राउंड बस
है कैश में पीछे आ गया
through multiple halls.
मैं भी छोड़ रहा हूँ
Left.
नाइस शॉट
Still left. Peeking. Yo, hold.
Spike
Bro.
down A.
Yes, back there.
One enemy remaining.
लास्ट भी हॉल है
I can knife करना है.
ठीक है नाइस मास
Don't stress.
Spike is safe.
Hey, why was
I was watching what I got doing back
you called it?
I called
ये दोस्त है ना सामने
Should have warned me, bro. 'Cause I was going in for Reina.
क्या सीन है
Yeah, just now, just help Reina, okay? Just help Reina. What do you want?
Give me sheriff, give me
Need a drop.
अगर दिया है ना फिर मैं तो इधर बैठ जा एक किल तो पक्का मिल जाएगा तो टीपी आउट कर सकते हो थोड़ी मर्जी बात है जितना एरिया से डैश करते हैं हाँ भी मिड आल्सो
Scanning ahead.
Here.
Check this one.
Yep.
He's in. One guy in.
दो लोग हैं
Waiting for wall down, Viper, hold कर.
Spike down B.
एक बैक साइड कैसल
एक में.
ये अरे यार
Timber main.
अरे कॉल दे ब्रो.
बैक साइड कोई नहीं है
तो वहां पर आ गया वो
Last player standing.
यार मुझे लगा क्या कंफ्यूज हुआ भाई.
साले गंदे कॉल
इधर ही था वो वहां चला गया
अरे कॉल देता ना वाइपर यहाँ पर ही है. मुझे पता ही नहीं है. मुझे लगा मेन मारा.
अरे माय बैड रे
यार मेरे गंदे ईयरफोन्स.
Pick
अरे मैं
something nice.
वो साइट वाले को
It's the least.
बैक साइड कैसे आएगा कोई
मैं उससे मारा ना वो बैक साइड
वाइपर से मारा तू
हां
चल ठीक है इकोनॉमी खराब हो गई यार 3 मार्क्स मार दिए थे साइड में अभी ये जा रहा हूँ मैं ये आएंगे लग रहे हैं लोग
हाँ ठीक है तो ये सेटअप कर ले. So I recon for me and then if they're not mid and if they're A main help Viper. If they're not A main also go B.
Revealing area.
ALR.
Shot down.
In.
Enemy spotted.
अरे रिकॉर्ड
Reloading.
We come mid.
The Deploying drone.
Running.
भाई नाइस एक साइड दो साइड both side Rina both side
One enemy remaining.
80.
Rina भाई बोलो both side विश्वास रखो आप लोग
मुझे
योरू लेना योरू
नहीं देता
Block the sight.
Cutting through.
ये मेरा वैंडल है सो I'll watch halls, okay? I'll watch halls. Play A main and B main. So you can just go here
Careful.
and recon mid.
Here.
And go in. Hey guys, एक बंदा एक खेलो ना, एक बंदा एक.
ये नहीं आएंगे वो ये नहीं आएंगे
भाई भी बहुत ज्यादा मार खा रहे वो लोग
मेड आएगा
ठीक है वैसे भी दो ही लोग का बाय है मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली.
Found them.
Right here. Chamber here. Common marker.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
As much as this world hurt me, it's mine.
इन सामान प्ले भी मैं एक खेलने की सोच रहा हूँ मेरे को लग रहा है ये होने वाला
योरू भाई ये पुश कर देगा ये पुश करेगा टीपी डाल के कहीं पे अगर कोई स्पॉट
के बाहर दो बंदे खड़े
Darting mid, yeah?
Yeah, recon and then try to play B, retake or something.
I think B.
Night night, my ult's ready.
Coming out B.
Yeah, coming. Just chill out.
Oh, I'll go.
We have a retake ult.
He went back, he dashed back.
I'll return.
We push this.
Spike planted.
B. I'll handle this.
Yoru ulted guys.
One here.
So deep pillar,
Here.
One here.
Get back side.
Here.
One pillar, one backside.
I think one's going line up.
One enemy
Nice one.
remaining.
He's the
Window.
Spotted B.
You have to stick, bro. You have to stick.
Tap Rina
Nice one, bro. Yoru, well played, bro.
आज चिपकाया भाई मैंने
You will expect that to work. Match point.
We can end it now.
Need a drop.
Once more.
Give me up, I'll buy you so.
Thanks.
Reload.
I'm picking aim in this round. बस सेम योरू एक जगह पुश कर दे टीपी डाल के या मिड कर दे या तो हॉल्स कर
और सुन लो ना और पिक करेगा
रेना तू चले जा बी रेना तू भी चले जा ये ठीक है
You want to play? Let's play.
My bad.
Spike down
26.
A. One enemy remaining.
Dink it.
Flash दे दे पीस दे दे
Defenders win.
What to do? Let's wait for our Apex friends. अगर कोई आया Apex खेलने तो हम Apex जाएंगे वरना we can play one more game. अभी एक काम करते हैं, वॉच पार्टी कर लेते हैं. वॉच पार्टी करते हैं. वॉच पार्टी.
Advantage of the situation.
We talk so much about these PRX individuals,
AC
but the two
versus
youngsters, Zeri and
PRX.
Martin, have been electric in Madrid thus far. If they can keep that up, if they can compete with PRX, there's no doubt that KC would be a player in the playoffs.
It's time for our final match of the Swiss stage and to find out who will be remaining in the playoffs. This is going to be a game with a lot of fireworks, so I think we're going to need to bring out the big guns. We got Pansy and IPOC.
That's incredibly kind of you, GB. But yeah, this game itself, to me, Mike, is feeling like a question of form. We've seen these teams look hot. We've seen them look pretty cold at times. Where do you stand on this matter?
I mean, it's a really interesting matchup in terms of kind of the style of both these, right? Without a Fnatic of old, without an EG of last year, this is the chaos meets structure, really. The best. We're probably going to get it at this at this event. We get straight into the pistol round here. Martin, typical position here. Going to take a deep peek on the short. Something a mind freak here, seemingly aware of the possibility.
And looks like Martin not afraid to particularly show presence, so that's going to be that card removed from the initial start. But again, this to me is just purely I have to wait and see what we see from these two teams, which sounds silly, right? It almost sounds like obviously that's what you're going to do, but because there's been such disparity in the way they've looked leading up to this point.
And also taking into account yesterday's performance, right?
Yes, of course.
It's the old, if you can carry that momentum across to today.
Well, I mean, then you've summoned the
That time पे शुरू किया एकदम perfect.
strikes fear into every team's hearts because they are hard to handle. And it looks like Shin's going to be the one to have to try and deal with it. Going to try and depend a little on Magnum too, but he's been already forced away. Pressure on the site, and it's Monnier there. Shin's gone down. The site is somewhat under PRX's hands. Can they confirm it though? Can they get that plant down with any threat? Looks good so far, focusing mostly towards elbow to gain that control. Plants in, time's on their side, but there is presence on long here.
Actually, the flank comes through, two towards long, one still outside Martin here, outside Hookah, and actually Mindfreak going walkabouts here. Going to be punished for that. Magnum giving up a lot of space here, but PRX can't really find it. Thomas is already on the defuse.
Yeah, they need to get a challenge on that, and they do. Forsaken knows what he's up against, trying to do the damage, and Monnier is firing off today. That's what you want to be seeing as well. Magnum, the last one alive, trying to play it back in from CT, but they didn't achieve half on the defuse earlier. A tap on the spike will confirm he's no longer on it. Something with that wide swing around. PRX, good beginning here.
Comfortable here. And really, with this flank coming through the TP, I think maybe Carmine are thinking there's two, potentially three bodies. I mean, with a lack of information and Magnum taking such a deep position, there's some real questions about exactly what's going on site.
Yeah. And one of the caveats to me is Monnier. Now, we've seen his performance not quite to the highest echelons yet. He's had some very good games when activated, but I mean, we all noted Benji Fishy calling him out, and then what happened. But regardless, good to see him off to a very strong start. And Mindfreak, yeah, farming. Read it well. Dealing with Magnum and Martin in the very beginning here.
Healing over here.
Just going to be going through the motions. They've already done a great deal of damage. I don't need to particularly over-commit anywhere. Just need to be a little careful on the way back in case anyone's trying to fill that space behind them after the contact towards B long.
Mindfreak does actually give it up here. Narrate going to be played in on the Frank. An opportunity to maybe apply some pressure. the long way around though. PRX will get a clean plant.
Let's see if
Oh, क्या read
those
किया है?
Tetris could come in. Nah,
Mind
it's
freak.
looking good. Narrate's been caught. Last two, not really entertaining much of an attempt. So Shin and Tomasi going to have to just kind of accept that this is going the way it's going. But again, for PRX, this is good composure shown here in this second round. This should keep all those weapons standing, especially that prized possession in the hands of something. That's the key component to them going forward. And again, you're going to have the likes of that Bulldog still in play as well. A couple of other little bits and pieces. Going to really bolster that going into the bonus. And for PRX, this is a good start. Cool, calm, collected. No threats found here. I'm going to give it up to the Spike just to ensure none of those orbs could have been farmed on them.
Right there.
Across all this weaponry as well, so I think round 3 very interesting for PRX. Only really Martin will progress towards the ultimate. See whether or not they're going to take a proactive approach here to the defense, take the fight to PRX.
Even the sentence.
A tall order, yeah.
Like, as soon as you say it, it's like, whoa. I want to see if they're up to something with that bonus as well. Do they have something in mind? I hate the fact that there's a player called something because it makes me constantly say it. It's like if he cast big, oh, well, okay, at least he's getting kills with it. And Narrate's just been removed. He got to look at this round and then it was just taken away. Unlucky. And now the sight hit comes in off the back. Already big pressure from Monye. Gap closing perfectly. Tomasi just massacred. That's perfect. Great work from Monye. Gets the upgrade. Six back towards Showers. Job done. Those two will need to be saving here. There's no two questions about it.
Well, the question, I guess, if Monye can carry that form across to today, that explosiveness still remains for sure. Only 2 left. Obviously, Shin and Martin going to give this one up.
Hello? Device face.
A little bit of a... something stunned.
Oh, you love to see it.
Another moment where you just wish you had comms.
I know, wouldn't it be great?
That was a nudge to production. We can't see.
You're bold. But yeah, we'll pray. Does Carmine Corps get to keep these rifles? I think they will. Definitely no one close enough towards Martin, but just curious if Shin was maybe going to get a challenge on that. But all good, no harm, no foul. But for PRX, look at this gap close coming from Monye. The fact he gets away with this, and there was no awareness coming out from Magnum there, just seemingly swept aside by that.
That's the audio we're missing.
Look, we're not allowed fun, all right? No fun allowed. How dare you request it? Oh, it's broken the back of Carmine Corps. And if you're the Carmine Corps fans out there, right, you're kind of hoping that they came out with a strong start. Maybe correct a little bit, maybe that confidence deficit they would have been playing with after being kind of pushed around. A lot of people saying they've been performing under expectation, which I think is a fair critique. Because there was such high hopes for this team coming out of kickoff, and they looked exceptional, but hasn't quite lived up to that. And again, the pace is unrelenting. Look at this, Monye and something instantly dominating the space, and it's going to force them to respect this. I would say Magnum is a little behind enemy lines, but can he make anything of it?
It's going to be tough. With only a sheriff in hand yet. Oh, yeah, will land.
Are they going? Yeah, the gap closing now. Monye going to be put to test, put to task. Oh, that's rough. Blinded, and Monye just popping off. Yeah, farm him up. Even spotting Narrate there. Over towards Shybox. This guy's on for it. He's absolutely on the money today.
भाई मोने भाई गुस्सा हो गए last match के जैसे.
Any questions you had, Lauren?
Hey,
the opening 5 rounds here, definitely a statement being sent. Carmine Corps would argue MEA counterpart setting them up for failure today, stoking the fire of PRX.
And you're absolutely right, isn't it? You're almost seething if you're thinking about Heretics. Could you have not?
Just play it down a little bit, yeah.
Just relax, be humble. Be like the fans on Twitter. Be, you know, how dare you give it, you know?
Neilzinho hate club has just grown exponentially.
Poor old Neilzinho, man. Oh, God bless him. Well, let's see. Does, I think it's Martin there on the other side. Yep. Lovely early protocols. Again, we often kind of compliment Carmine Corps and other teams with that, you know, the protocol list, and oh, you've got Eng in there, you know, you've really got, you know, those glimmers of Gambit, all of that. Fluff, but you got to give credit where it's due as well. PRX, yeah, they're a little bit more simplistic at times in the way they approach the game. Obviously, mechanically is their high point, but they're still very diligent about any of these clears, always very heads up in their work.
That's the definition of thriving in the chaos. They're able to create it and benefit from it. A few other teams have. Slowed down here at least by the poison orb. Snakebite to follow up.
Right there.
Monye chomping at the bit, taking a very aggressive angle here.
Well, he's had Magnum's number. This time it's Forsaken, but it could have been either. He's absolutely been dominating this site. Now they're going to try and play in a little bit mid-tempo almost. Carmichael will try and take a little bit of space back here, but there's going to be no reason to fear them. They've been sweeping them every time, and Monye is just a demon. You can't get away from him everywhere they go. It's only Shin to bite back so far, and even then, just about converting onto Monye, but there's the back lines. There's still something with that operator. Still willing to take a chance. Does Martin get any more play off this? Couple flashes, but not a lot of time. One close. Yeah, Forsaken not even going to let him get off that spike. PRX in full form here, Mike, and Carmichael don't have an answer.
No, expecting a timeout pretty soon.
Yeah.
Carmichael to take stock and maybe come up with a way to really try and control the early round here, because PRX, one of the worst things you can do is give them freedom, give them space to, you know, do what Monye's doing here. Take really aggro pathing with your satchels, get up in the faces, and bring the fight to you. It's very hard to sit back and play retake versus a team like PRX, because they always convert this space into a kill, maybe two, but there's very few options, to be honest with you, other than fight fire with fire.
Yeah, it is that choice, isn't it? Okay, we can sit super deep, play full retake, but
PRX will keep pushing.
Of course,
you give them back, you give them backside, they go spawn, they go deeper and deeper.
So take space elsewhere, try and hold some part of it, but it's easier said than done. Teams with, you know, even bigger experience of struggle in this case. A lot of people, and when we talk bigger picture, Mike, while we're in this timeout, a lot of people look at Loud and go, okay, are they in championship form? You know, and how do they fare in this? You can't turn that gaze away from PRX either, because they're the ones who got to, you know, champs finals. They're one of the old gods at this tournament. They've still held on. Yes, there's been some roster changes. That's not a surprise. But still, they have that potential, and it scares me because round by round and kill by kill, I feel like we're getting closer to what makes them almost untouchable. Carmichael's certainly not touching it right now.
Yeah. Monye leading the charge, 10-2. Looking fired up once again today. A couple of ultimates about coming online here for Carmichael. Martin still sitting on his, but away from the Seekers. Showstop around the corner as well, potentially, for the next buy round for KC.
Yeah.
PRX looking to explore towards B long here. Now Martin does have a TP, but it's very quickly going to get cancelled out. Yeah, he's cancelled out himself here.
Yeah, W कर रहे भाई.
For PRX.
Different site too. We see them hammering that A side, a little bit of a
Back to
stack
the
was
right.
in play. Nice from Shin, but just the teeth marks left in the corpse. Down to 4 apiece. A little bit of a pause here. Maybe trying to identify where some of these players may be. They've got to have a good
Where
idea.
they're taking the TP, right?
What was that?
They're just in full troll mode here in this anti-eco. Left one posted up here, Mind Freak. Try and police these weapons. I mean, it's an operator, so you know
क्या
you're
कर रहे हैं
gonna want
bro?
it. Narrate
अबे?
first to identify Mind Freak's position. Yeah, Casey now.
They're running. They're just
thinking better of it.
I mean, the guy's the Iceman. You know what I mean? You don't
क्या
mess
रहे
with
तू
that
ऐसे
kid.
bro?
He's just wild.
Wrong. सबने
But
TP किया
at
था
this
तो
point,
थोड़ी
you're
ना.
looking for silver linings and small bonuses. And Magnum has connected towards Divide, but actually going for the Seekers too. They're really committing on this one. Flash's turn. Something's got
Martin's found one.
a little bit of a heal here. So ult's going to come in, but they're going to run low on time. Keep your mind towards Monye as well. Still in the case. Still in the mix. He has been a monster so far.
But they didn't know where it was.
He's been outdone. Magnum finds him, and they seem so confused.
KC were looking towards showers.
They had no idea.
Thrifty.
They get away with daylight robbery on that one.
Well, even at that moment, you're questioning the investment of the Seekers from Magnum, but KC explode back into this retake.
Hey, they needed that, Mike.
इसको जीत दे. कुछ भी होता है.
Stop the momentum. Potentially, I mean, Martin full commits.
Trying.
Coming out, yeah, Tomazi, I don't know. maybe the position wasn't relayed, but he's looking towards bench and showers here. Luckily, a second teammate to pick up the slack. Right, gonna get aggressive here. And there's bodies. Plenty down here.
Okay, you said it before, fight fire with fire, and they are setting Monye ablaze. They're going to carry on
क्या करते हैं वहाँ खड़े रह गए
They're getting down.
सैटल डाल के तो भागना है तो सैटल भी नहीं डाला बाद में डालता है
Martin, but still they have the man advantage for the first time in what feels like forever.
Fast flank coming through as well. You can see already progress outside of hookah. PRX got to be conscious of that now.
Clearing with both of them. That was fortunate not to be a collat at that point. Very nearby. Narrate needs to be careful because they've already slipped a little ahead. He might have heard Forsaken and he definitely knows someone's close by, so he'll be trying to evade that.
What?
Did he?
He just stepped out of the cove.
Oh god, and Device right here. They've got no idea.
That's done.
कुछ भी कर रहे हैं कुछ भी हो रहा है कॉम्प गेम लग रहा है
Try and play PRX
पूरा कॉम्प
game,
गेम
but they are damn good at it themselves. And there was just some audacious moments in that.
I mean, it's one of those moments when Narrate's probably thinking, yeah, it'd be crazy if this guy just walks out of his own smoke or cove or whatever it is. Something able to get I guess, a benefit of timing here. Unable to get traded because of the dismiss. But Monye facing the showstopper. You hear the audio cue. It's one of those things, a tale as old as time.
You can do it once, you ain't going to be able to do it twice. Something now holding for this aggression. You can see him chomping at the bit, though. He wants in. Tomasi. That was bold to hold that angle. Again, this is welcome to deathmatch.
Yeah.
Welcome. This is now just.
This is the sort of thing that you want to see from. You don't want to see them lose an opening duel and then back up and look to absorb a site hit. That's just not going to work versus PRX. They're allowed to execute onto you. Mindfreak's going to find himself a wide open A site here. The penny has dropped. After Tomazi's challenge. Again, you can't really fault it. Like I said, Tomazi's posted up, almost posturing a little bit that, yeah, we're going to fight for this site. PRX they're not willing to show any respect.
Spike plant.
Molly here, orbital strike, showstopper, plenty.
No sentinel meta आएगा भाई.
Of post plant possibilities here. I was just wondering actually how quick this flank's gonna come through, but yeah, Mindfreak's.
इसको वापस मिलेगा picks.
Yeah, I mean he dropped the smoke. He's back on it now. Yeah. He's gonna look to orbital strike just for the dog.
He's
cooked it.
Not ideal in that, and now Forsaken gonna play forward. PRX still starting to thrive, coming alive. Defy and Forsaken in unison. Send them packing. Carmine Court are trying. They are trying to play this scrappy game, and it just isn't working for them.
Fortunately here now, I have a lot of scoreboard pressure in this first half, a 6-round deficit. Really seen too much of a switch up here from PRX, but still seemingly a decent read on the early round. Able to punish this aggression down A short time and time again.
They've got to change this scoreline somehow. Otherwise, Carmine Core, their backs will be breaking from the heavy heart just looking at that scoreboard. It's brutal to play against mentally, because you're trying to pick yourself up to be confident, take challenges against a team who are running you down. And again, a little bit of variation coming out from PRX here, looking at trying to adjust towards that B side, or at least an early indication of it. TP committed to, it looks like. Actually, no, going to decide to back away.
Now they're almost faking that they've rotated, creating all this pressure, dumping all this util, but all it is a switch up towards B long. But Magnum's going to sniff it out.
That was good information there in the Seekers, but they are going to go on this. I'm waiting to see Monye dive in here. They've got to know that Tomasi is still around as well. You can see the Lears there. Martin has found Mindfreak, but they've got the site control. You can already see that they've started to really place their banner on this site. Look for the flanks, look for the pressure on the back lines. We need that plant to come in for at least a little bit of safety for PRX, which they got right about now. 4v5, it gets dicey.
Forsaken coming through hookah.
Got to invest that little bit of utility to try and keep them further away.
Look at the reflank though. Look at Device's position.
That could be huge.
He's got to get there quick though.
Timing, can something hold them back? Can he buy a couple of seconds here? That's all he needs, a couple of seconds. Device done so well. He does catch Shin. Forsaken then called in. It is just methodical in approach. It's a 2v2, but look at the HP. The walk-in wounded, limping towards the site. It's just Magnum left alive. And that is just not going to work out. PRX
भाई
just outstanding right
ये
now.
ये number
This
one
is them in final full form.
कैसे
They have plans on
भाई
the back. It's
फनाटिक
almost
को तो देते
automatic
यार
as soon as the Trailblazer comes down
चल
long.
रहा है
PRX know they have to be explosive. Capitalize on that timing. Get ahead of the rotation of KC. Again, you can't even really fault. You look at the minimap here, and when PRX freeze on this first wave, the first pressure out towards Hookah, KC are immediately rotating. They know that PRX are trying to find these timings. I think now PRX starting to play with that a little bit.
What is this behavior?
Yeah, it's the pressure now. KC is so desperate.
KC, what is this behavior?
They want to be so active around.
वो तो something तो ऑफ पे ऑफ निकाले जा रहे हैं 12 पे इसीलिए बेचारा कोच लेके खेल
Give Eng all the credit in the world.
PRX have done this to countless teams, countless
best
teams.
in the world, best in the world through errors.
प्लान करो यार फटफट वो लोग सब साथ में ग्रुप करके खेल रहे हैं सेंटिनल भी नहीं है ना ट्रैप्स ना कुछ बार-बार 5 मैन पुशेस कर रहे हैं
team who's been able to do this over
कितना ए पे कितना पीछे खेल रहे हो
of errors.
Look at it now, Shin's smoked
look
down.
Look what they've done to him.
This is all on the back of just the one wall coming through, but
okay.
Read कर लिया read कर लिया भाई
There we go. This could be it, but they've got to make it work with very little. Martin's got to be good for it. Spots one, lets him cross. This is huge. The discipline is here, but can he drop the bodies? He can. That's two. A third needed. Not going to get it. They still have a chance here, PRX. They're up against pistols. What is going on? Something just flew in. Narate got a satchel kill. What the hell just happened?
One of the most bizarre MasterCard thrifties you'll ever see.
निकाल ले दे राउंड खत्म करो यार फर्स्ट मैच क्या PRX भी ना टाइम पास भी थ्रो कर देता है
Very bizarre. Just after crediting them, this
check ही नहीं किया
is a total misread of the situation. KC finally able to actually win out in one of those scenarios that I was saying wasn't really suiting them up until now.
क्या क्या भाई तो कर रहा था कुछ कह रहा हूँ कुछ तो रहेगा बैटिंग को लेके IGL है ना PRX का थ्रो कर रहा है
Operator on, I believe either side. Yeah, Narate's got his something. Gonna go for it too. And now we're in a bit of a state of flux, aren't we? Things are a little bit up in the air. Are they going for those double fakes again? Are they just going to be pausing after taking maybe a little bit of space? What are they up to? Lots of question marks. This is going to put Magnum through the ringer. And already Narate going to find something. So that's his opposing number basically removed, but the bulk of the hit is coming this way.
So Tomazi didn't actually catch the stun there. Will result in the pick coming out in response. Big ultimate to draw out this early on.
Nade खाएगा मरेगा Viper backside.
He's got to be careful.
Among that exchange. Do have a third member here. Narate has come across with the operator just to hold elbow, yeah.
Backside कर.
Problem for Shin. I don't think he's going to take too much damage here and actually rewarded.
Masi still trying to keep his head down. A little bit of spam, a little bit of a shot going astray is going to at least drop the pit for them. That's a plant now. Mind Freak and Divide. Ult going to be invested from Martin. He's going to try and lead the way. Can he spot these players out? Did he see Mind Freak slip towards elbow? That's the question, because he can try and divide and conquer. The flash is sent, they know it. This is good from Carmine Corba. Can they handle him? Yes! Ult upon ult, they are investing everything. And now Divide in a 1v3. Flash still with Martin. That's about it. And yeah, that's clean from Narate there. That's fine. He'll be happy with that. And they've given themselves a window to work with, Mike. It's not much, but it's there.
Like I said, you come out of this with an 8-4. Feels like a bit of a miracle with how this half kicked off.
Yeah.
KC with a course correction towards the end of this first half. I mean, look at the timeline here. Very, very quick response here from PRX to apply this pressure towards Hookah, but it's the Viper's bit that really slows them down, forces PRX to reconsider their approach. And a crucial 4K from Narate. Really the superstar, I guess, overall so far here in Madrid for KC.
Tries a standout player, huge potential. For an early crunch towards A. PRX maybe waiting for that burst here. Yep, there it is. Something they depended on before. Going back to it again, it was brutal. You saw it before, Monnier really ran rampant, but it was actually Magnum this time to hold him back. This is better, but he's not going to be alone. Narrate's trying to close the gap a little here. Might deny Forsaken, he does. Good work. Boombot to follow, but there is a squad of 3 staring him down. The Cove is keeping them safe. Another satchel, another denial. Rotations are coming in. This is great.
It's textbook.
This is really good work again from capability before to this.
अबे छोड़ दिया है भी.
Mike, they're taking the TP. They've got a free site.
Yeah, something's looking for the backstab. Molly will go down. That will cut off any sort of pressure coming back through from spawn here. Right, does he consider the possibility?
He's got to, right? We've seen this.
He's so conscious of taking that TP.
Oh, fight on CT though.
Maybe
That is control from Divide. Delivers bullet after bullet perfectly. And now the problems for the final 2, trying to play it back towards the site. Martin looking to try and take control with that operator. Look through, see if he can spot someone out. But again, they're playing deep. They're going to make him work for it. Spots something. Over towards Long. Spots Divide. They've seen both of the players. Can they close down on them though? They're not going. Oh, they do swing ahead. I mean, it's PRX, and apparently Narrate can see it just fine. Carmine Core just about back in this, Mike.
Something unfortunately locked out of the site here with an SMG. No real possibility for him to get much done, but a beautiful recovery. I hate to say that at an 8-4 scoreline, but a recovery nonetheless for Carmine Core. See if the approach continues here for PRX in the second half. Apply that same sort of aggression once again, Lauren.
Can they keep it up? Can they keep that tempo up? Carmine Core scraping together those 4 critical rounds. Is it going to be enough?
That is the question that is on our minds, because it started off quite nicely for PRX as they were able to put a sizable amount of rounds together, but this actually takes us to our Verizon high-speed moment of this particular half. This one, we start things off with Monnier. Good to see him, really picking up where he left off yesterday.
Yeah, to me, these first 2 rounds were about KC figuring out how these site hits work, with this harbor wall pathing one way, and Monette having a lot of different variants on how he paths into this site. They were really punishing KC early on. A big mistake to make is wanting to play back site to be able to flood back in against a team like this, so you can fight them while they're execing. But with this interesting pathing and the way that PRX plays with timings, that's almost impossible to do. So as this half developed, we started to see, I think, some good adaptation from KC, but it was only towards the end that they really figured it out, and this guy was such a big problem to solving that.
Yeah, exactly. Time and time again. It looks like we're going to talk about Monnier every single day, but he deserves it. And I think that play was also a very, very good example. Low buy, because it's a bonus. You have the ability to float them. That's exactly what you need to do on the side of KC. By the way, I was saying the Reyna not completely sold, and I forgot for 1 second that it is something, and he only needs to be on the operator. So of course, I'm still looking at him for this defense side, because of the reason why you would play Reyna is to deny those traits potentially when you have the operator. If he has the same effect that he has in other maps, he's a very big threat.
It was a tough half for KC, but they've rallied at least 4. If they can win this pistol round, build some momentum on this half, they can be strong. Their comp is really good at fighting for those extremities and having really fast rotations with the Yoru. They're comfortable here. They have their confidence now. This should be a much closer half.
Yeah, I see a KC that has woken up a little bit. I'm sure these fans are definitely adding to that momentum, but let's see if PRX quells the fire. We're going to send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
8-4. PRX did kick this off with a belting start. No 2 ways to put it, but Carmine Core have clawed their way back. They found a rhythm, they found a solution, and it got them 4 rounds in pocket. But Mike, do you reckon they can hold on to this?
I mean, it depends really on PRX's willingness to apply the same sort of pressure here. No, hang on. I thought he was just sitting onto site here, Forsaken with the punish over the top of the truck.
Look at the flank. There's 4
It's so fast.
Tomasi's got to have heard. Yeah, he's heard all of this. He's just trying to keep his head down. Trying not to be spotted. Oh no, he's just eating the paranoia.
He beat into the leer.
Oh, it's the leer. Oh no, PRX.
Flawless.
Through them in the blink of an eye.
Flawless did you guys.
Oh dear.
Absolutely shut down on this pistol round.
Oh, run it back for me one time, because what on earth?
I mean, credit to Forsaken. Not only does he find the kill, but stays alive long enough where this 4-man flank, I mean, isn't really necessary. It's OTT, if anything.
Yeah. Oh, was the Lear coming in and it just screwed him over, didn't it?
One enemy remaining.
Just peeks out. Device still back here because he's dogged through.
Okay.
Trailblazer comes through, opens up the first 3 players of PRX to come in. Tomazi just peeks out of the wrong second.
Satchel out.
Got a force. Coming through with something. Oh, the judge. Devastating. I know there's going to be more pressure, but he's down low, so he's got to be a little bit careful on the HP. Martin is already back by sight, but something still doing damage. Gets the heal off and goes in for more. Carmine just about staying alive in this. Give themselves just a little bit of safety to get a plant.
Flank once again from short. You see it's been pinged out here. The awareness is here from KC. Magnum reflanking it. Monya, he doesn't catch them though, ahead of the smoke falling.
This timing could be awful. Yeah, that's Monya dead. There's nothing he could have done. Mind freak now. Sitting pretty. What can you do against 3? 2 towards lamps. There's too many bodies there. Carmine. There we go. Finding a little bit of an answer there for themselves, but I was a bit worried that honestly something's judge was going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean it's scrappy as anything to keep this off. Something again, I don't know what range he thinks he has with shotguns. He's jumping out here trying to find another kill. A round 2 flip here for KC.
Nice! Let's go, boys. Insane comeback starts now, yeah?
Okay. Well, he's called it.
All right.
He's called it.
God, why would you say that? That's literally how you just get swept.
So, we've had so many caught in 4K moments at this event.
Oh dear. Oh.
It's Martin to fall first.
No.
अबे ये कास्टर कितना बोल रही है? मशरूम का क्या ही लगता है?
It's fine. They've got 2 vans.
So yeah, massive equipment advantage here.
Yep.
Monyet and Forsaken understand the shotgun range a little better than something.
He's just ambitious. He's just a little ambitious.
You can't fault ambition.
No. Oh, there you go. Now there's the pause because you can see that
KC are kind of stunned here, yeah.
They're just like, what the hell's gone on? Because they don't have a beat on the rest of the map either, right? Like the A site's completely unknown. There could be a flank on the way. They have no clue.
Illegal
These sort of compositions that this sort of playstyle from PRX does run rampant. With no sentinel, there's so many question marks.
TP के लिए रुक जाओ Sky और Harbor.
I mean, if they're playing in long, they know to try and avoid the danger zone here. But Monyet, chance to make something happen. Potentially here. I mean, he's inside the smoke. He's got the paint shell out. You can deny the plant at least.
I just feel like something's going to go wrong. Okay, went to
Tomazi eats that.
Center of tube. Heal considered, but they don't really have the foundations for. Oh god! No! The Bucky! Monye's on the side. Surely not. Shin and Magnum, please. What's going on? Monye isn't going to get away with this now. Not going to do it. Magnum there.
The right click of the Bucky is useless now because Shin's down at 8 HP.
Oh, I got scared.
There's a timeline where those right clicks are one-shotting Magnum.
Beaming him. We're good. This is fine. Something is such a nuisance as well. You can see him just playing out perfectly.
The timing of this first kill as well.
Nice from Magnum. Oh, done to him. After almost being cursed. But we do see the buy coming out now. This could be huge.
Seeker's available here for Carmine. Other side of things, something. Let's have his ultimate. Early showers control for KC. We're expecting more aggression. I mean, 30 seconds in, seems like it's going to come, and Divide's the one with the punish here.
Martin was able to scrape by with 1, but the pressure isn't just on one side of the map, it's everywhere.
Oh my god! Why have you lined that up?
I felt it. I got... what the hell is this game? Okay, so Tomazi has space on B, right? He's got them B side.
Probably Shin has about as much HP as he did last round. Tomazi trying to make something work, make this a little more comfortable. Shin will fall as well. PRX double digits now.
3 of them left with rifles. They can bolster that buy around it as best they can. But this crunch, it wasn't just here though. Again, run your mind back, it was also Monnier at the same time taking this space, and it just completely caught off Narrate.
One enemy remaining.
You say don't die, Lish. You say don't die.
Because again, it's like you see what, 3, potentially 4 people on
Please,
this shower.
probably
Like,
get out
he's
there.
got to feel a little easy right now, guys.
Yes, sir.
It's all encompassing from PRX, and their ability to punish defaults like this it's just, it's tough to watch, but at the same time, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is. And the question is, how much can Forsaken hold
Look
on
at
to? He's
Fountain.
being hounded, yeah, because the hunting squad is on the way, but they've completely lost the A side. Fortunately, he's going to be trying to keep himself alive. Forsaken outplays Martine perfectly, but Narrate is there to try and keep this in their favor. The spike's in CT. What?
They didn't check close right.
Tomasi played in off the
You
back
need
of that.
to
Now
kill
position noted, but that
that.
spike's still in CT. They might make a run for it towards B. They don't know yet. They don't know how this fight's going to favor. How does it tip the scales? You still have Monnier in this position. What is this round? And what is that shot?
How is he getting 2?
He shouldn't be getting 2.
He's got Seekers to deal with as well.
They don't
Mindfreak's
they
here
don't
as
know.
well.
They
It's
have
an
no
open
idea.
plant.
They have no idea.
One enemy
Death
remaining.
creeping around the corner as Narrate now called upon. This guy is damn good, but he is going to need a worldy round here. Oh,
This could
maybe
be
he's got it. Paint shell back on Devi. Dipping down, has to slip away. And now Devi in the 1v1, no flash, nothing. 5 bullets. Oh, and Devi's got him. Devastating after Narrate was this close to getting KC back in this game, but it is going to be 11 carved on the board for PRX.
Trading blows now back and forth. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And the fact that Mindfreak's in a position here to punish Shin. Narrate, unfortunately, again, it feels like this is a free site. So he has the time and the space to get towards long, find a more comfortable angle. Heartbreak for Narrate.
God, he tried.
Who almost made that happen.
Such a volatile game between these two.
Yeah.
Like, normally in these rounds, my mind drifts a little, but there's still Stingers out, there's still Sheriffs, there's still a couple of ults that could potentially come into play.
Seen both teams capitalize in rounds like this. I mean, Monya's here with a judge.
Our spike carriers
Okay,
Mindfreak's
kitty, bhai, kahan?
farming
down B.
on B side.
Oh dear.
Buried.
Can't wait for the replay of that one. What the hell just happened?
It was a Prius moment.
Yes, classic.
Teज
Almost
खेलेगा
at the end of the round, though.
अब दिया.
Oh, Forsaken. Still sharp to it. Magnum now left to try and recover. He's got another
Okay,
one.
hold
A third on the round for him.
Yeah, it's been enough to call in the ult, right? Like, this is enough.
Can he
for
get
the-
through? He slipped through to
He
spawn.
has.
They haven't spotted him. They didn't actually see him on the cross.
That's huge. It gives him a little bit of time, right? Like, it's not a lot, but it's enough that he might be able to get a plant down. They have no idea. He could be an elbow by them. You know, they have no idea where he is. This is massive for Magnum.
What position does he take up? He's going to push
go
back
on.
towards
Yeah,
spawn.
win that
And actually, PRX are splitting. He might have timing here on something.
But does something
Right,
slow
he
down?
has
Does he
no
wait
idea.
to try and play this out? He's going to note Forsaken, obviously. He doesn't know about something yet, so he's going to have to just make the
Spectating
best
can't make
educated
this.
guess he can. Is this a good enough position? That might almost help him a little. Something does have full kit, though, so that Lear, he's going to know it now. Which way? You've got to gamble. Did something note him? He's looking this way. Magnum, can you clutch this up? Can you do what Narrate couldn't? You got one to the right, one to the left. He can't do it. Forsaken there. Well
उसको
played
bait
by
कर रहा था वो
PRX.
तक हरामी.
That is 12.
Map point on the board. Right down to the wire once
भाई,
again.
जल्दी
KC
जल्दी
still,
खत्म कर दिया रे,
I mean,
ये तो game.
scoreline aside,
Yeah.
keeping these rounds close, Lauren.
Yes.
Like I said, trading blow for blow here.
Enemy down. Ready.
Oh.
Yeah, farming. Farming
Nice.
hookah. Purchase will come back for Carmine Core. Showstopper to work with. One away from the pit, two off the Seekers, so some tools potentially here. Can they keep map one alive?
I think this patient start. Cautious. Because we have seen that PRX will run, 3 men down, down B long, but we are seeing Monnier This time actually pushing up towards A short. Holding that judge. How long does he stick around?
4 seconds इतना slow sorry
Deciding
PRX
against
slow
committing towards it. Divide.
अरे what is this?
Not actually relinquishing the angle. Stuck around on that, deciding not to fall back. There are
Divide.
2 players behind him. Forsaken being one, and Mind Freak the other.
KC almost trying to bait out a rotation, much the same as PRX did. But the regress here from Hookah could be rewarded. They might even have time in here.
छोड़ दिया
KC have turned their backs.
अबे गलत कर दिया
This is a disaster in the making. They have no idea.
No, he's looking back.
Great turn, but it doesn't matter. The executioner's here. Mind Freak gonna make something out of that. 2 big kills found, but they have a player advantage for Carmine Core. 3 to the 2.
They have a pit to work with though. Tomazi can lock down this site. Monyet gonna be able to find an upgrade here. Something's got ahead of the smoke.
He's in, and he's got one. Martin's gone. He couldn't do any more, but he's bought enough time for at least Monnier to get close by, get a rifle into his hands. One on sight, one towards
Oh my God.
Monnier unleashing fury, but he couldn't find Tomasi. Carmine Core live for another round. Barely alive, but they do it.
2 examples of that energy being their downfall. A little overzealous, the approach from both Something and Monyet. Punished here, KC will find their 7th.
One enemy remaining standing.
Regardless, so they are both looking absolutely electric.
Reminds me of Mini. Do you know what? I miss Mini.
I do miss Mini.
I wish we could bring him out to these events, you know what I mean?
Just still get him on a React camera.
Oh god, yeah, that'd be great. I think that's just called a watch party, but still, he's not figured that one out yet, which is great. So maybe we can still steal him. As it stands, though, PRX still on the very verge of tipping the scales. This round, though, they are coming in less equipped. They do have stingers, sheriffs. They still have that rifle on Something.
I mean, tools to work with as well. Showstopper potentially if Monyet finds a kill.
You've almost got the full deck of ults on the other side, though, right? You've got everything there. There's a 4-play stack.
Here.
Now, traditionally, we've seen a couple of variations, but it's mostly Divide playing towards long, so maybe just him showing his hand isn't going to give away too much. That, however, should ring a couple alarm bells, maybe hoping to catch him a little further up towards long, but Carmine Core patiently waiting.
The dog, not sure how many it would have spotted there. Seeker's in response here from Magnum. Everybody huddled towards his position. Smoke's about to drop here. Monyet caught in the open. They catch Forsaken as well.
Bit of damage here, and Device still around. Wait for Something, though. He is the final boss, and TP comes in. Yeah, nice work from Carmine Core. Quick pivot. Something is trying to hunt them at a similar pace. He is getting to spawn. He might get around the back of Shin here, depending on the timing, but still, they're going to get the plant. I don't think anyone's close enough to stop that now, so that's going to go down. But the back line, who wins this out?
I think it's going to catch Shin here. Orbital Strike committed.
Divide goes down. Mindfreak did get the trade, but look at this. Something now getting closer, down to 2 on either side. Mindfreak still only with that Sheriff, but it might be enough. Martin waiting in showers. He's gonna take down Mindfreak. It's all on one. Something. Can he make something out of this? Incredibly hard round to try and break back into now with these positions.
Turn back into the flash.
Fought
No
that.
swing from Martin.
And double swing. Lovely, lovely work there in the post plant from Carmine Core. They're keeping this game close, Mike. They're building back now.
A spring in their step. 4 rounds still separate them. Frugal from both sides here in terms of investment of ultimates. Surprised to see the orbital strike come out there. PRX must have felt pretty good about things. Alex, not so much.
Pen took a beating.
Yeah. But ultimate's still available. Seekers and the showstopper being
What, bro?
for PRX. Still got that.
Playing Valo, no.
Now.
No Valo.
Fish out some information here on
Valo
this
is
side.
ass.
Let's see. He's blocking him. Just spotted him out there. How much can he get away with, though? Can he slip through towards CT? But all eyes on him, but it's Narrate from up above. Taking down Forsaken and Something. Sights now open. Martin not going to be able to convert that kill, however. And they're getting quite paranoid at the flank. They're going to pop the ult as well on top of it. Viper's pit to try and secure this. Monnier with the first man forward, but Narrate with the spray. Just
Comeback ho gaya kya?
This might be enough.
A showstopper gone. PRX's opportunity.
Watch this match, bro. What VCT you're not watching anymore? Valo.
Now to consider the save here. So well
I was
coordinated.
confirmed
The
being
value
my
amongst these
trip.
two, Narrate and
Then
Martin,
I come
to
to play
relay this
Valorant. I did. What the fuck?
information. Right, the sort of Yoru execute that PaperX famed this sort of composition for. A taste of their own medicine here. Won't be able to string together
PRX
much of a
easy.
purchase after this.
Yeah.
But 2 rifles nonetheless. Mindfreak and Divide carry across into the next.
Good to see this man starting to really heat up here. First half was, you know, fine, but this, they're already towards the top of the board here. Just 1 kill behind Monnier, who's on 19. So Narrate's starting to feel out the game a little bit, but again, it's just so dangerous. When you're up against 12 and you're up against PaperX, there is that chance they just bring out a mad round that you can't handle. So they've decided it's time for a little bit of a break, a moment to consider. PaperX pumping the brakes here themselves. And to check back in. 3 in a row for Carmine Core to get them to these 9 rounds after what was a very hard first half.
I mean, every team should be having nightmares about a PaperX timeout with what happened yesterday. How quickly things turned around after calling a timeout.
True.
Carmine Core have built their way back into this map. Another buy round and a chance to tie things up. Force the overtime. And not many tools at their disposal now. They're previously pretty frugal in terms of the investment, but a saving grace here that PaperX will only bring in 2 rifles, a couple of sheriffs, a stinger, a showstopper. Definitely a concern.
Looking to see if they're up to anything, if we're seeing that stack anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something goes walkabouts. Him joining them over towards B might be somewhat indicative of it, but again, just kind of scraping together a buy to try and even out the economy a little bit, getting what they can. Something's been a little off on his purchases in that regard, but still, Martin trying to test. He's going to get himself the orb there. Patient beginnings. Does that TP get taken on the other side as well? Looks like it might be if they do spot a player, but as it stands, it's only Martin considered.
Was faking a little bit here, but that should be very indicative of what's going on. KC can read that correctly. Still happy to let the clock tick away. So they might pivot back towards an A site hit here. A deep smoke from Mindfreak, potentially slowing things down. Nothing going to be found off the showstopper except for information. KC now dial up the pace towards A.
Yeah, they've got to get moving and they've got to clear. Done by Narrate. That's a tick in the box now. Can they take towards the site? Mindfreak is waiting. Quick little heal, going to get them topped up here. Flank is on the way, but that's going to be watched. Shin is on flank duty. He's got to catch Monnier. CT has the rest of the team coming back through. Martin clears Mindfreak. And now Divide. Something shoulder to shoulder.
We spotted him, Monnier saw him.
Spotted. He's going to be able to... Did he just get seen on the other side?
Yeah, he got seen on the other side.
Okay, so still, that's threat noted. Monnier should be dead here. Yeah, 3-man squad waiting for him. Done. Quick turn of attention because look who's on the side. Device now here. Tomasi handles it well. Something about this. Too many bodies, too little time. Carmine Core. They're back in the game. Double digits made. Maybe OT is now on the horizon.
Win out this buy round here. I mean, especially with the showstopper being invested. This PaperX just is itching to make something happen in this round.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, it'll be tough behind this. That could give KC access to overtime.
Nice, let's go, boys. Let's go!
Forsaken, one of his ultimate, something, Empress. Cutting through. Nothing else really here. The TP from Shin.
Scatter.
Well, the TP from Shin's going to get right behind this. He's committed to it.
Spike! No! Tomasi and Martin get caught on the cross!
कुछ भी करने का राउंड मिल जाता है.
That spike is in a disastrous place. Shin doesn't get noted by the flash, but they're so aware. Monnier sweeps back through.
Oh, it's just one of those rounds where PaperX decide to walk on you. Round 23, by the way. That's just ridiculous. You let your foot off the gas for a minute.
A second. You thought maybe, oh, we could just cross up towards hookah. Nope. No, you absolutely couldn't. And that might be the start and the end of this map. That spike being lost there. Because they can go back to their
I mean,
default.
I love the way the PRX have just disengaged from this as well. So they know KC have so many question marks here. They have to shift walk around the entirety of the map. Now got the spike, 40 seconds left, and limited options.
It looks like Narrate be a problem. Pull rotation and pray that Magnum can outdo Forsaken. He's got one flash and a slow rotation coming his way from Monnier as well, so he's in a real pickle here. Forsaken has the angle, and he's got the shot. Spike now left, it's all on one. Narrate, can you do anything? Monnier is getting audacious, but PRX get to 13 and claim map 1.
Great resilience shown here from Carmine Court. It's tough to ever have to mount a comeback versus a team like PRX, where every round feels demoralizing. Feels as if you're just getting out-fragged, basically.
Yeah, this is a wake-up call. Welcome to the big leagues, Carmine Court. 10 rounds was good, 13 was much better.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Yes, problem. You need Verizon. Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic. And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about none?
None, yeah, none feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Tengo muchas cosas que decirte ahora, pero antes de empezar quiero que le demos sin freno. Si tú quieres podemos empezar desde cero. Sabes que contigo yo me atrevo y quiero más y más. Y poder soñarte y verte al despertar y volar. Porque solo tú me llevas a otro lugar. Quiero más, solo dime
चल चलेंगे
Hey guys, I'm here right now with Coach Alex of PRX. Now that map was quite close. It's interesting because PRX has been described as like having 5 IGLs. So how do you as a coach manage to wrangle all that?
I mean, a lot of it has to do with the way we practice. I think the most important thing is trust. Like we trust each other a lot, and anyone can take over anytime they want. And we also do a lot of work trying to align. You know, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, so far so good on this strategy. So let's see if PRX can close out this one.
It definitely does come through with this team. We've always talked about it with PRX. They're a squad that always just kind of like rise of momentum. They communicate with one another. Their comms oftentimes don't even lean on just one individual. For me, it kind of sounds like a Halo match sometimes, where they're all just yapping at the same time. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it is wild. The first half of this game to me was quintessential PRX. They were out there PRXing all over them, dragging KC down into the chaos. And that's what I was worried about for such a young team. Playing a squad like this for the first time, them dragging you into that chaos, your comms getting muddled, you experiencing something you haven't really played against before, and PRX thriving in that. And that was the case for quite a while. But I think we really saw a step up from both these teams to be forced to play a lot more strategically, and actually to Karmine Corp managing to gain some control in the second half.
And loving those small micro plays that we love PRX for. We're talking about the Reina denying those trade-ins is something that she can do so easily, and it fits so well to PRX, and especially to something. Some of these rounds literally made no sense, maybe.
Yeah, it was absolute chaos, but I think you're absolutely right that that's kind of what's defined PRX for so long, but it's also true of what Karmine Corp was doing. I think a lot of the good in this map was when they were showing us these Yoru ult combos. They were setting themselves up after that. They definitely learned more how to play against PRX. It's just that this squad built themselves such a huge buffer on that attacking side, and they're always gonna steal at least 1 or 2 rounds and a half. It's really hard to come back from a deficit against this squad.
And not only that, we saw Casey actually getting lost in the sauce. We were seeing a lot of ultimates invested in just one route to make it through, as you're mentioning. The Yoru, even the Showstopper, everything being used at wrong timings. We see also Magnum struggling a little bit with his own ultimate on how and when to use it, just because of how overwhelming PRX is.
And that's exactly that. They're the team who's gonna rip any hole you have in your communication, any hole you have in your practice. They're gonna rip that apart because of how chaotic they are. The question now, going into the rest of the series for me, is whether this team for Karmine Corp can wrangle control of this one, because Lotus, our next map, it feels like for them, that is their comfort zone, and I don't feel like these little combos, these ult combos that we talk about for PRX are as strong on this next map.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I do want to know what the coach of Karmine Corp has to say. We have Eng standing by with Mika.
Hey guys, Mika here, and now I'm with Coach Eng of KC. Now, Eng, Magna mentioned earlier that PRX can be a team that is pretty annoying to deal with. So I want to know what they were doing exactly that was so difficult to deal with, and how you guys were able to mitigate that as the side switched.
First of all, they are an amazing team, really, with amazing playstyle, a very unique playstyle. So I don't know what to say, to be honest, because of to be honest, it's a pleasure to play against them. Really, we're learning a lot from this game. So yeah, I don't know, like, but what can I say? It's hard to read them because of this like unique style, yeah. And I don't know what to say, to be honest, but we will try our best on the second map. So yeah.
That was such a wholesome answer. So let's get to it. Second map.
It almost felt like Coach Eng Kakuka was a little speechless there as well, because I mean, he has expressed praise for a lot of the players that they've met on that stage. But there is something unique and special about this PRX team.
Yeah, exactly. Eng can be as wholesome as he wants, but he's going to need much more if he wants to face off PRX now in Lotus. This is the map chosen by KC, and maybe one of the reasons is what happened yesterday when PRX lost this map. But again, I think it's going to be a lot of what happened on that bind just replicated, and a lot of what happened against Heretics happening again on this Lotus. A Mind Freak that doesn't respect any timings, any position, that's just going to push through, and a lot of crazy and set plays again.
Yeah, it is absolutely a map where PRX does that same style. But for Karmine Corp, we have to talk about the history of them on this map. They've been playing the Fnatic comp. They beat Fnatic on this map. They have beat pretty much every top team they've gone up against on Lotus. Here, this is where Magnum tends to put on a masterclass. Their attack side, decision-making, the way that they call is always near perfect, quite honestly. And I actually think their style, if PRX is going for these forward plays, they don't have the Reyna to combo. They don't have the same kind of util setups. It's crazy that I'm talking about Reyna as like the big util agent, but they don't have those same tools to set up these combos like they do on some of these other maps. So I think this will be a bit of an easier time for KC to punish when they're playing their attack.
So you mentioned the Lotus situation and them being so good at this map, but I also have to sit in the back of my mind that if PRX comes out just like they did on Bind with a big lead, and then you're like, oh my god, we were supposed to be good here.
Yes.
I get a little worried about the young team on that stage in that situation.
And not only that, we were talking about how Monnier is doing great in this tournament, how today specifically he's performing super well. And he's going to be leading that race onto Forsaken.
I mean, we saw Forsaken's debut on Race last night.
Loved it. I mean, well, debut, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And this is a crazy switch to make, but it's PRX. Rules don't matter. Agents aren't real.
I was gonna say
it's PRX. This is it for Karmine Corp. This is a team who went on a run in EMEA. From Melons to Madrid, they have done something no one could have ever expected of them. And now they're here in an elimination match, a game away from going home empty-handed. These are all young players. For all of them, this is the biggest match, maybe, except Magnum Bay back when, but it's a very different time. It's now him as a leader, and they need to come back here.
And for PRX, it's quite the opposite. They need to close this in a very good fashion if they want to be contenders for those playoffs. Genji's already waiting on the other side. It could be a great year for Pacific, especially if EMEA goes home this early.
Well, it's now time to see what this Karmine Corp team is truly made of against the game and ready PRX. I send it back over to Pansy and Hypok.
Thank you so much. And yeah, this is putting question marks between us, right? Because that composition coming out from PRX has surprised you and me.
Yeah, not so much the swap, but it's the fact we have the Astra in here. I mean, we're still running with this guy on PRX. Again, there's some dedication towards keeping that here.
Yep.
But it's the Astra. You can switch Mindfreak and Monnier between. If this is just something that they pulled out after not being happy with the Lotus here in Madrid, a real head scratcher here to see how much is really going, because Astra has a lot of utility. Obviously, open up the possibilities, especially on a map like Lotus, a three-site map. PRX early on probe towards B, but didn't really catch wind of anything on the other side of that. Magnum will spot out the rotation. Yeah, no real progress towards site here, and KC a little bit disconnected from B once again. Looks like PRX gonna follow through this time.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Forsaken's in a bit of a tricky position, but Monnier's got the shot on lock. Gonna take down one and Forsaken with a follow-up. PRX just brawl out on the site and win out on the site. Heartbreak for KC there as Narrate just drifting on through. How does this happen?
And a beautiful setup here. The paint shell posted in between the two mollies, placed on site. I mean, it's good to really get Eng's insight there, call it insight, like saying really, what do you do? How can you prep? There's not an awful lot you can do other than the age-old kind of play your own game sort of approach. But then when you come out here and there's a different composition, there's another set of question marks. Whether or not PRX really even rely on these agents to continue to run it down. Forsaken and something on your front line, you've got to feel very confident regardless of who's on what behind that.
We're looking for that 4-play stack here. Feels like that flash was enough that PRX don't like what they're seeing, and it's actually quite well timed that they drift away. They will have a completely open A site. They'll note the lack of utility after last round Magnum was there. I mean, it's not the biggest indicator, but now the fact that Forsaken has gone to the back of the site should give it away. Narrate, though, outdoes it with the classic. I do not know, but he'll be happy enough with it. On going to come down now, down to the 4. It is just classics as well for KC. There's nothing beyond that. There's not a frenzy, there's not a ghost, there's nothing. It is purely classic, so something going to take up the test now as well.
I think they're a a little bit conscious, yeah. Who's post off on Heaven? Now identifying the judges there. Don't expect too many bodies to funnel in this way. Narrate punished on the second.
Well, Monnier's going to buy some
attempt
time.
here. Yeah, a lot of time bought here.
And something's on the case here, just prowling on the edges of those smokes. Opting to try and clear, to farm through, to try and hunt down these final players. But Magnum again with a connection. Can they make this really costly? It looks like they're going to try and exit through CT, which is the right call. Monnier going to double around, spots him out. But hey, Carmine Core making this, you know, cost a little bit. Mind Freak and Divide do manage to escape. That Bulldog's still in play.
I mean, I think they only lose the judge, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Just got taken back in, too. But yeah.
Didn't see exactly what the purchase was, but regardless, something straight onto the operator. So another question mark in the mix here for Carmine Court. Doesn't really even have the benefit of having the Blade Storm kind of on the brink. Has to make this work. Has Divide got anything? Oh, well, Sheriff now. Drifting really deep onto this angle very early on. No resistance from KC on the other side, unless Magnum was spotted.
Yeah. He was jump spotting that corner earlier.
Yeah.
But, that might have to be taken away from the repertoire. I'm worried that someone else might be going to go. Narrate's very nearby to this. They've noted that operator. No bullets have been fired, but if they'd seen anything, you can't do it. You can see them trying to toy with it. Daring anyone to try and peek a little further forward, but no one is. Good control being shown by Carmine Core. Mind Freak getting very close. Should have been considered here by Narrate, and he has been. They're really putting bodies behind this.
A gap towards B here, but Spike not committed either way. It's like PRX might resort to that now. I mean, it's only really Shin that's going to be able to cause any issues on the way in here. Narrate slowly creeping closer and closer.
Still not noting this operator.
I mean, Spike still not committed either.
They're looking for a pick, but look how deep Carmine Core are sitting. They're not playing PRX's games right now. Right call as well. Re-smoking and the Spike trying to make it across. Does anyone catch it in the heels? No, but something's cleared so deep here. They've got to be careful of door. They've got to be careful of the flank, considering how far something is cleared towards CT.
Spike planted.
They really do. And unfortunately, now a lot of questions for KC. Need to figure this out pretty quickly.
A real exchange of utility here as the retake starts to build up. Something rattling off a couple of shots, but Forsaken in a fantastic position as well. If he can hold this down, he can become such a thorn in their side. Try and maybe double up here with something, but
really
there
good.
is the push. And look at these shots just going astray. Can Monnier do anything in a 1v3? Carmine Core flooding the site, and he just can't find it. They put bodies in the right places. They time it well. And they swing back through.
This is one of those situations I was crediting on the first map, really. PRX will keep pushing. You give them that space, but KC are playing in spawn. They're still in buy phase with 20 seconds left on the clock here.
Yeah.
There.
Well, a really, really well-coordinated retake. This is after there's a gravity well to slow things down just inside Link. Don't leave him hanging. Don't leave him. Oh, no.
Oh.
Another 4K moment. It's a vibe killer.
Vibes down.
Yeah.
Game's lost.
Yeah, it's wraps.
Let's go, Mike. Pace change, looking like. Committed control towards Mount this time as well. And yeah, look at this. Very pacey. Gonna get the first real glimpse of this C site. Hadn't tested too much. And again, KC gonna evacuate. Why would they stick around? They've heard enough of this. Don't need any more of it. That's gonna be a plant. But look at that big flank coming out from Monnier. His timing could be critical. They need to hold a fair amount of this space for it to really come to fruition.
Looking to be a nuisance in the backlines here. This is not a good face-off, an operator versus a judge. Actually, Monnier pulls the trigger at just the right time.
Love seeing something swing as well, just to make sure it goes their way, and the last two being herded. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Narrate gonna try and bully his way past, but it's not just one. The whole team's gonna be here. Something gonna be careful, doesn't want to lose the operator, but they're hunting him down now. The hunter becoming the hunted as Tomasi falls. And it looks like that operator's made its way out, at least until now. The door, was it broken earlier? I believe it was. Something holding. the finest angle. Trying to get away, Narrate. Gotta be careful though. There is the rest of the squad here now. And PRX with that pace change, working out that C site.
A couple of uncharacteristic misses here from something. If you're going to continue to invest behind that operator.
Too easy, too easy.
Really well coordinated here, Monyet. And that potentially is the game plan for him on the Astra. Just be very disconnected from some of these site hits. Again, that's the real benefit. If you can create this space, and KC are happy to concede it. You have something like Monyet getting behind a lot of these plays. Okay, some real issues here. Forsaken punish on the first hit. KC looking to get the hell out of dodge.
You just can't aim duel against these guys. You just, even in a fair fight. And in the meantime, not only did they get the pick towards C, they've already started to make that progress towards A. Obviously, much better off in the weaponry and going to be rewarded. Monyet going to be overwhelmed though. Magnum going to get one back. That could be a weapon potentially recovered. Something on the case to keep control of it, and that's going to allow time for the plant to come in. Narrate still has that rifle, but that's about it. Beyond them, Stinger in play. Oh, that's rough. Not what he wanted there. Not what they wanted at all.
Something gets pinged off that as well. Forced back off that angle, but KC still need to get through this choke point.
I don't know what they got to go with. Prowler's already sent down. They got to just go for it, and Magnum outdoes something. Those misses starting to make a bit of a problem. Forsaken going to find one, but Force. Narrate holding this down. Can he do this? Can he really pop off here? 3 would be exceptional. He gets it to halfway. Oh, but Defy just... Oh, my God, he's got him! This time he gets his 3. Missed it on the first, but makes up for it in the second map here. The Red Bull clutch by his side.
What a swing back for KC. Looks all but done when they get held in this choke point. Magnum with a stinger outdoes something. Like I said, another miss coming through here.
Got to be kidding me.
Narrate, I think as soon as he identifies he's landed that headshot. Alex, probably not too happy about some of the overcommits here in this post plant. Not at that point where you can just swing onto them, run the clock down, force another 2 or 3 seconds off the defuse. Narrate though, flipping it on its head.
This early mountain challenge has not been going particularly well for KC, however this time did have a little bit more, but does he get caught? Magnum going to find Monyet. That was over towards the A side of the map, so this could be working out. Oh, not at all, actually. Martin going to spot the feet of Forsaken. It's going to be him eliminated, and that's 2 picks on either side of the map. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're Carmine Core.
Looking to flash through here, but doesn't even catch. Martin unaffected.
Spike down, here.
The paint shell's perfect as well. To slow Mind Freak down.
Last player standing.
Martin's having a go at things now.
Yeah, starting to have a round. Something looking to make up for what has been a dreary start for him. And that's not a bad way to begin it. And suddenly they're on red alert. This went from, okay, take a fight to, hold on, it's still something. Let's relax here a little bit. There's 2 players on CT. And he wants that. He wants to take that space. Does he? He's trying to work out if he's enough time maybe for a plant here. 35 seconds. He's causing them maybe a second or 2 of doubt. The plant's something that he wants.
30 seconds left.
No one's playing his tune though. No one's playing to his game.
The problem is with Shin still alive. Opportunity to smoke off here, so he has to dig his heels in. Can't really reset towards Mound with an open plant.
He needs
to have the Blade Storm. He needs to pick early.
And if Carmine Core is as disciplined as we've credited them, they shouldn't give him that. There should never be an opportunity.
Smoke causes issues.
Yeah,
Can you see under it? No, he can't.
I thought he might have had a little bit of a pixel there, but trying to play to the edge of it. And now they're grouping up. Oh my God, he's got the pick. Hold on! This is game on. Something is too much! Carmine Core, keep that control. Keep that heads-up work. Playing together and getting the defuse. Scoreline all even.
See again winning out in the early round. Very early pick onto Monyet. Really hinders that sort of slow play towards a post plant. Martin though, looking really crispy with the operator here.
One enemy remaining.
Something unfortunately overwhelmed a little bit here. Got to finally managed to get the plant down. We'll see an early timeout from PRX. See, Alex wasn't too happy in one of the post plants. That loss over on A site to Narrate. I'm curious if this overall is the approach that the PRX want to take with this sort of comp switch up. The problem being Divide just becomes, I don't want to say useless, but his impact is really limited in these sort of kind of slow mid to late rounds. It's not really going to cause too much pressure unless PRX win out early on towards Mound, early on towards Rubble, get themselves towards a site. And maybe Munya is on Astra to kind of counterbalance that.
Potentially, but again, it's just a lot of these questions I feel like get answered with one time and practice, and you can kind of find your way to work it out. But I don't know how much they've played this. I mean, this is a new comp to to our eyes. I don't know if they've been running it behind the scenes, if this is just a very last-minute change, if this is something they thought might work. Their traditional comp wasn't going to be the answer they needed, but to change it at this point is I mean, it's a credit to PRX to be able to do it.
The answer is to just get Forsaken on Raze.
I mean, it has worked to an extent. Maybe you have to see how that works out now, as it looks a simplistic start, but a great paranoia actually should facilitate them to the site. I don't think much is going to stop them here, apart from their own paint shot, but even then, something fancies his go of it. Going to get in there with a stinger. And look at this tempo change. Look at this. No plant, but they've drawn out the lockdown so early. Now going to go for this. Divide's going to go through.
Yeah.
And Martin's the one to find Monnier, so that lurk's been removed, and they're going to dive on in.
Oh, he didn't get caught with the stun! The
That's
shot was huge!
That's 2. 3 in the round. 2 off the rocket, and now Martin, can he do any more? He's feeling it, he wants more. He's chomping at the bit. He wants some dead. Magnum going to take down Forsaken, but one more. Can one man do something? Has to watch as the defuse comes in. And Carmine all too prepared for this.
What a round for Martin. Finest of margins. Get past that Trailblazer. I'm not even sure. Did he pick up an empty stinger at the end there? The way it looked like there's a little bit of a delay, but again, KC figuring out exactly what PRX want to do with Monya on the Astra. The thing is what's the second layer to these post plants? If it is kind of tailor-made around Monya, buying time, PRX aren't really achieving what they need to make that work.
Martin and Shin, and good to see Martin finding a bit of comfort here. He's been not quite to the extent of what we saw online, or at least I say online, in the kickoff tournament. He was very much, not, I wouldn't say headline, you'd give that to Narrate, but he was right underneath him, very close by. Good to see a little bit of that form starting to really kick in here for him. And a quick adjustment for PRX, eyeing up that A site after an early test towards Mount. And away they go. Forsaken going to be cut off at the door, though. And a quick adjust. Looking to potentially pressure. Maybe gets the timing right on this. They are all going towards CT.
And for Narrate here to post a Nightfall.
I'm waiting to see that pressure come back
Spike's
through.
Still not planted.
No, and something is screwed. Magnum clears him with ease, and Forsaken finally strikes. But the rest of the team took a moment to back away, but it's Narrate on the punish towards Monnier. They're losing out on numbers. Forsaken can only find so much impact, surely. They need to scramble away from here. The pit might almost act as a hindrance, because Mindfreak can hold this.
Now there's massive question marks outside this, but it's all 4 members of KC.
They're flying through! Martin finds Mindfreak, and that spike is over on C. It's going the longest way possible. So you're gonna need Forsaken to find so much.
10 seconds left. Divide will get Seekers off this. Still has a flash to work with.
Forsaken needs so much here. He's gonna hear him. It's time to shine. He's good for one, but Martin was so quick with the response. Divide next. In line here. Jump on the first to draw the fire. Falls back. Flash. Buys a second. They've still got to clear him. Does he get noted? Yes, he does. Oh, he's dead to rights. Carmine Core showing diligence now, starting to really get a grip on PRX.
This is rough. Timing a little off. I guess the synergy a little off between Divine and Forsaken here.
Yeah. Forsaken
commits to that early peak. He has the showstopper. You almost want them to come into this choke point here. Out towards KC's spawn. maybe a little bit lost in comms there, but beautiful recovery from KC. It looked like they were going to lose out initially, but Narrate's ultimate really the one to give them access back onto A side. I'm carrying on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There.
There's
You?
some temptation, but no, you're right, because look at this start. Look at Forsaken, right off the rip. Trying to get the shut Forsaken the hell up. Not even going to get a voice line off, let alone the ult. And now what do? They've lost out on that early chance. You're down to 4. Something's position's going to be noted. Already early rotation from Narrate. And this map just doesn't look kind to PRX now, Mike.
It doesn't. KC definitely in control here at the tempo this first half. Magnum will potentially be called upon and spotted here on the cross. Something. Maybe the dash across though. Unscathed so far. One will be uncontested. One yet disconnected once again.
Shadows traveling.
He's been read so often though. He's playing very late here. Exceedingly late. So putting a lot of faith in the boys on the side. They can hold back this flood that's coming in right about now. 1-for-1 trade, but it's not enough considering they're down to 2. Narrate sweeping through. Mind Freak bites right back. And now Monye needs to come forward here. Needs to be part of this. Narrate down low. Mind Freak toying with the TP. Monye can't hit the shot on the cross, and now it's all on Mind Freak! Shin! What a way to come back in, Carmine Core! Get the job done. They are starting to really tip the scales here, Mike.
PRX really struggling. I mean, this almost has sort of
Struggling
echoes of
the
approach Fnatic had
46
versus
people,
PRX on this map. Concede all the space, happy to play the
अभी
retake.
तो भी ना, जो
PRX
important
just left
one fight
scratching
है,
their
वो
heads in that
हार गए.
series. Carmine Court look like they've taken a leaf out of that book.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, typically you credit for PRX's ability to convert space into success. And this sort of play style, not really the approach to make, but PRX really struggling.
They are.
Second timeout called, round 10.
Says quite a lot, just that in a fact, right? So, again, when we talk about this map, wise, it did sit quite nicely with Carmine Core. We credited them very highly on this map. This is one that kind of put them not necessarily on our radar, but it very much solidified what a lot of people were looking at. But the fact, as I said, that they're doing this to PRX after what was a very good first map, this has got to be a huge confidence builder for Carmine Core and kind of bringing them back to where they should be mentally, because a lot of us kind of discussed this coming into this event as well. If they don't start off with a confident beginning, they could lose a little bit of that I guess, faith in the calling and executing the plans they've come up with, but so far it's looking absolutely on the money here. This could certainly spur them on as they go forward. But the timeout came in, a couple more rounds to play with, and a full purchase here for PRX.
With the TP for Shin. Free off the showstopper. Again, Martin not really been relying on that too much with how he's been hitting. Equator definitely a more valuable investment in his hands than something so far. Bit of a pace change here. PRX, no secrets about this on the way in. No slow creep.
First time it feels like all five are actually working towards something. Normally Monye was disconnected, but this time they're playing somewhat close to the pack here. Plant's going to come in. You can see Magnum creeps a little closer. Prowler going to come through. They know Narrate's nearby. Tomasi still up. Flash there. Something trying to play ahead. Does really well with that. Takes down Tomasi and wants a bit more, but he's not going to be able to get back up that rope here. Forsaken going to be forced away as well, but they're still trying to stand their ground. Almost belligerent in approach, but it's Divine Magnum. Forsaken to answer one right back. Can they sweep the site? Narrate, what you got for us now? You pulled off a 1v3 before. This is a lot, though. And he ain't got much time with this one.
We're going to try and hold on to the operator. Oh, hang on. Still got back down rope here. PRX think he's saving. Oh, I mean, there's a star down regardless on the spike. Looking to do some further damage to the economy, but I think running the risk, he should be safe to get out here. Don't think he's got time to get back in and get that operator, so PRX
कहाँ देख रहे हैं भाई, थोड़ी आएगा वहाँ से.
pace coming out of the timeout. Get themselves a round win. Yeah, we haven't seen this sort of play coming out so far. I think the real thing to notice is PRX have forced back in their shells a little bit.
Which is strange.
Yeah,
right?
again, you can read this pretty well. It's like, yeah, as 5, they're sitting back, they're in the CT, they're getting ready to retake. Usually PRX will be like, cool, let's send 2 people in there. Let's throw a flash in there. Let's get a little deeper, but we haven't really seen that.
That could have been what the time now. Okay. You are lucky to be alive, Forsaken. That looked like it was about to be wraps and Mod. Come on! Still good for it. They're just taking straight up aim duels. They're standing here and fighting.
I've got your trail.
Which team is which? It almost felt like it was PRX doing that sort of stuff.
Shin, you gotta be careful.
9 HP.
Spike drop.
And he was the last line of defense on this A site. A quick TP, but look who's reading it. Magnum. Great.
Oh my god.
No idea. Magnum just reads him like a book.
I mean, there's almost an eternity that passes after these Seekers identify where Magnum is.
Divide, this is tough. Shin's vulnerable, but now you've got Magnum with his entirety of his setup here. Spike, this position. Divide can't cross this without being spotted.
56 HP as well. Yep.
There it is. Paranoia getting prepped. A little bit of
30
free
seconds
fire, but it
left.
doesn't really matter. Yeah, bye-bye. Divide. Gonna go for the dog here. Couldn't quite close the gap, though, noting that they'd fallen away from that close angle, but he's got 20 seconds. I think he knows this one. Yeah, just gonna slip through the fingertips here.
I'm not sure if I missaw that, but I thought the Seeker went to the left. It's invested from rubble. Obviously, Shin took a ton of damage inside tree, but I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to see that on the replay, but the timing's just way off here. I believe if the door's broken, yeah, Magnum's broken the door. So I don't know if that information's just lost in the exchange or what. But a real gamble to take this TP all the way towards C site.
Points if we do have any replay of that, it may not be the case.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happens here because I was focused on it. Well, I've missed it there.
Yeah.
I know Shin took a ton of damage inside tree. Maybe they're thinking, yeah, we've tagged up the A-site player, so surely Magnum's going to commit towards helping his teammate.
Right, yeah. Bit of a critical issue there. Hey, Magnum! They're just taking mad challenges! Carmine Court, this is very out of character, but it's worked very well. Completely surprising PRX with a change of pace, taking a somewhat late duel over by Mound. And it worked very well for themselves. Shin on fire, they're taking down Divide. Monye noted. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to run on that. Carmine Court. You've seen real different shades of this team in this half alone.
Yeah, and winning out in that sort of round where PRX are looking to get feisty, get up in your face, take an engagement.
Squashed.
KC happy to throw bodies on the line.
Let's go! Let's go, boys! Energy into it.
Definite. Yes, energy booster, confidence booster for Carmine Court.
And now a chance to listen to one of the players who's really stepped up here, Martin.
Hello, I'm Martin and I play for Carmine Corp. Even though we know we can win against anyone when our form is good, it's just not there at the moment, and I think the whole team is not feeling the well. We are not playing at the same level as we did in kickoff, and the team play and comms are just not on the spot. And then honestly we just choked. So I think that Magnum obviously is a new IGL, but he's learning very fast, and I think his calls are very good. I don't think he fell short from Junkie 2. I think it was a team problem, not Magnum's problem. We for sure are better than that.
15 seconds less, 10, just no chance, surely.
Anything tap sits, hoping that a few of these players will be out wide and open!
Unbelievable!
This time!
Unbelievable!
And let's
This is miles away. The Nightfall going to confirm that he's not playing towards Rubble. Narrate, 9 bullets!
For me, as duelist, I just need to not do stupid stuff, even though I'm having a bad game. I still need to make space and calm. If I ever don't do that, then the game is very hard for the others. So I think it's just me being calm, because it's just another match. People shouldn't think that it's a death or a do match, because it just adds on the pressure. It's just about us not having the greatest team play right now, and we're trying to work on it.
8-4, Carmine Court showing us a little of what really enamored us with them during that kickoff phase. Those retakes being very, very solid. Starting to see some of that individual flair coming out from not just Narrate, but also Martine as well. Some great reads from Magnum, a lot of those key elements. Now, on the other side here, flipping the script a little, PRX, it felt like a last-minute change coming in with this comp. I'd be happy to be proven wrong if they say, hey, no, this is where we intend to be, but it didn't quite land where I wanted it to.
No, and I think there's an opportunity to really, I guess, demonstrate it in the second half here, but it feels like in the mid-round, these slow, drawn-out rounds where KC are happy to concede space, not use any utility, they're always going to win out. Let's see. Now Carmine Court are going to approach.
Calling my bot.
Get themselves up mound pretty quickly. The rest of PRX making their way past Rubble right now.
Cool.
Looking for Monjet to just disconnect, but Martine down to 20 HP already.
He's trying to stay maybe a little postured just to look a little more threatening than he is by a couple more seconds, but that flash should be noted.
It's an open path, so KC looking to potentially reset towards mound, but actually no, they're pushing spawn.
Again, the turret's been dealt with quickly. They should have an idea that everyone's here. They've seen 3 different pieces of utility, and they're just going to flood CT. But already something's going to catch Shin. Can they try and disrupt these final players? There's going to be a playthrough back on short as well. Magnum going to be flashed off the angle. You can already see the smokes be coming up here. The diffuser's going to be starting. It does get denied. Going to be dragged away. Monnier, something. PRX looking for... No way! Come off it! Come off it! You got 5 rounds. Relax a little. What are they up to?
It's always the same PRX underneath. It's just...
What is that?
The crazy thing is, it always almost looks like that's the plan, that's the call. Somebody's saying that. Like, I've got to reload. Oh, I'm going to knife him. I'm going to knife him.
Look at him. Look at him. Screaming. I can't believe it.
Well, that's how they kick off the second half.
Oh, no, I'm nervous now. They're just going to do PRX things like...
Ooh.
Hello.
Martine unconfirmed, but a ton of damage to Monjet.
Oh, God.
Mindfreak caught on, I don't know what he was caught on there. Never smoke out something?
I don't know, but he looked lost in the source. Monnier, fortunately, though, going to make up for it and kind of bail out the player by door as well. This is... Do you know what, Mike? I'll leave you to the analysis on this one.
There's action coming now.
No, look, it's time.
Plant's going to come through. Martine looking for something, but...
Find something.
Going to happen. Yeah, find something on the other end of it. The raid post up close to it. Just yet could do some damage.
And again, good damage. Oh dear. Falls to divide. These rounds are getting weird. Shin left in a 1v2. Can he make something out of it? He might just be able to. Something with a judge and Shin with a dream. He knows it. He knows he's close by. What the hell can Shin do? Oh, a nice try. Something. Making sure he's dead, by the way.
It just cleared about 8 different angles in half a second here. It's such an awkward spot here underneath C site. But yeah, was Mindfree looking to smoke something? Because he's out in the middle of nowhere on
yeah,
B
just
side.
drifting.
If he'd just come out of sending a smoke somewhere. So it looked like he was reloading. But that was him just pulling back out the Bulldog.
Yeah, that was really weird on B. I don't know what happened. That whole round was just, you know, all out there. 8-6.
Carmine Court looking to continue pressuring towards Mound here. It's a switch up, something on the other side of this.
Well, I don't feel like something's going to do some nasty work here.
He's hanging around.
Yeah, okay, just...
Get out!
Yay, run.
Get out!
What the hell is going on? A late smoke towards main, but they might just disrespect it. They know they can. something down a little low, but he's still trying to be ferocious about this. Shin trying to play ahead of it, but it's Magnum to find him. Oh, Monnier with a belting shot on Martin. Still going to find value even just with that Sheriff. Where the hell's the rest of the squad, though?
For a crunch back through the door here, potentially. KC in the danger zone. As soon as this opens up, though, it's a two-way street.
Magnum. So get played in on this. It's Shin with the spam to catch him. And now the odds are looking less and less likely for PRX to close that gap, but you can never write these guys out. Shin just controlling on the site, though, really keeping a firm grip. Magnum denies the door. And the options for Mind Freak have pretty much dissipated for those last couple of kills.
Yeah, and going to be weird coming out of this round as well, because it's Monnier and Divide to have some credits left in the bank, but Casey's round win here almost gives them a huge opportunity to double down on this. Knocking on the door of double digits as well. First ult cycle just about coming on for a few members of Carmine. So yeah, Narrate 2 away, Shin 1 off the TP. Magnum and Martin about halfway. With something expecting to have the Blade Storm at least here, buying down to 550, and looks like actually, considering throwing everything in here, it's Forsakenness to concern that far away from the showstopper as well. He's only got a Sheriff. Switch up here from KC though.
Good luck, Divide.
There.
Is hightailing it away, which is probably the right call. Now, if you're Carmine Core, you're still going to do somewhat of a diligent clear. You can't be too lackadaisical about it, but there's a pace to them. They want to get this early starting quite quickly. Going to note the player towards topside CT. There is a lot more there now. Narrate, though, going to take away something. He's just holding the line. He's willing for a fight. This guy's almost welcoming the fight. They haven't gone for the plant yet, so this is getting a little dicey, but they're holding for maybe this reaggress.
I know that PRX are going to try and pre-take the site here, but it's punished. It's picked apart by Carmine Core. And it's a flawless round to find double digits. The money coming into question now for PRX.
Yeah.
We know there's no timeouts. There's no opportunity to take a breather. Carmine Core really starting to dial up the pressure here.
Well, I feel like this echoes back to almost our starting point of this entire matchup. It's the question of form. We've seen what PRX can look like in map 1 when it's terrifying, when they are in that full fight and flight mode, just flying at you across the map. And here, missing a little bit in that regard, whereas KC starting to hit towards where they'd want. Late swing comes out and they're hunting them down. Already PRX not going to take the foot off the gas by any means. Didn't get the connections they want. Also, this drift from...
Oh,
dear. Vice want to be careful, though.
Yeah, no chance to get that weapon cycled across. Should have a ton of information of how much presence there was towards C. PRX haven't necessarily rotated just yet. But now, actually, yeah, the rifle is retrieved, so Monnier has that in hand now.
Bring them down.
And with the loss of Magnum, there is a chance for some of these flanks to work, maybe, but they've decided against it, right? Opting against. Side's going to get cleared. No one there. Backfilling that space, though, you're going to see something try and maybe thread the needle, but look at the spike. Look where it's heading.
Hook, line,
Great
and
read.
sinker.
Great read here.
Yeah, PRX have taken the bait. And enough time will pass here where they have a chance to at least get back on, as long as KC are quick about this plan. Yeah, finally coming through. An open plant towards Mound. And plenty of opportunities. Shin now in a position to play spoiler. Ooh, a glance from something, but not noted.
4 through door, though. That's a lot of players there. Martin this time in the position Magnum was in before, but again, they don't have the weaponry to really close this down. You can see that late look does get handled, but they've had no success elsewhere. I'm just eyeing up Monnier. Hold on, I'm eyeing up Monnier. What is this man up to? He's got to beat Martin, and he's got to do it fast. Yeah, absolutely not. What is the plan here? There's no time for this. This feels...
Wait. Is there time for this? No, it's not.
No.
Close, but no cigar. Yeah, not even. I thought it was way more than that.
I know.
I was like, yeah, no, he's like a second off here. Huh?
Huh?
KC find 11 though.
Bloody hell,
Yeah.
what a game. This is... Got a little close, didn't it?
Yeah. A little touch and go. I mean, if anything else happens here and it's Martin to fall first,
Yeah.
then actually that divide pays off.
Yeah, right. Go back in, this time with a buy though. Just coming up for PRX, but still, it's sticking the landing. That's been the hard part. TP gets taken and committed to, so you're going to have Shin towards CT. He can confirm site's clear. Just got to be careful over towards that waterfall side. Seeker's going to come through as the answer as well. So Plant going to be going down uncontested.
Pressure's going to be coming back through spawn here. The paranoia a little off kilter, and Shin will punish. Second punch is beautiful, but he's found it.
Shin is just unleashing. Oh, that's stunning from Shin. 3 back-to-back. Full control in CT. He fancied a bit more, didn't he? But something gonna quell that aggression. Puts him into a 3v2, but again, they don't have step to sight. They don't have the ability to clear these deeper position players. And I wonder if Magnum might have caught an audio cue or two there. But still, this is looking like 12. Carmine Court. Maybe giving us a game here. Hoping map 3 could be that highlight between these two. As Narrate does take away Mind Freak. There's just no mercy in these players. After map 1, after what was being done to them, they've come back with an answer.
But a much more convincing map victory, it will feel like as well.
Yes.
I mean, Eng saying, you know, yeah, you don't know what to do. We don't know what to do versus a team like this. We've never been tested like this. To still come out of map 1 with a 13-10 and then play like this on Lotus, you've got to be feeling fantastic.
Puts faith back in the system, doesn't it? Stepping up to the plate here. This map, you could argue, was one of the crowning jewels of their map pool throughout regular play, but still, actually might get a bit of a fight here. First time we're seeing a bit more pressure put in by PRX over towards this rubble side. So Carmine Core may not get the complete run of the house. They absolutely don't. Forsaken gonna take down Shin. Not gonna get the follow. Oh my god, there's a lot of players. Only gonna get
so
one.
much damage.
But he can't make it away. Martin, yes, left low. Narrate down low. And something is behind them. Martin, excellent work from him. Heads up work from Martin. And now there was one. Monye with a judge and 3 players.
Yeah, not going to get played in either.
No.
Have to try and recover a weapon here. Fully reset for the 1v3 elsewhere. And Martin down to 56, Narrate on 42. Definitely a chance. I mean, he's got the right read on this as well. He's going to be in a position pretty close by when this plant does come through.
Yeah, he's not a million miles away. That doesn't really help matters for him.
Oh, he's going to be on the outside of it, though. Oh, my God. Where did that just go?
I don't know, but Monye's got him played in here. That's a freebie! And now there's problem. Oh, Martin! He's caught him. He just got a grip on him at the end there. Because there was a window of chance, Mike. But 13-6. Carmine Core are in the server. We might actually have a game on our hands. I want this to go to the distance. I want it to be a damn good map 3.
I think we definitely do, Lauren. I mean, Narrate and Martin, the two to really step up, stretch their legs on this map too. And like I said, if you're KC, you've got to be feeling good about that.
Yeah, let's find out how this goes. Map 3 unlocked and on the horizon.
Enough for the stream, bye.